Welcome to the Friday Night Recap Show. If you have not downloaded that Sports Animal app, you need to make sure you do that because there's not many places you can see a 6-year-old go up against a 60-year-old man in a car dealership. So that is some fantastic radio. We're going to have a fantastic show for you tonight here on the Recap Show. I've got multiple devices going on right now. Shaq, Adam, what's up?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, Mark? It's good. Got some great games going on, man.
We do have some great games going on. Tonkawa and Pecola, that's on the Squirtle Network right now, and that's 10-6. Tonkawa is moving the football there. We got a great one going on in the Class 5A state championship game between Sand Springs and Choctaw. Choctaw leads at 14-12. Sand Springs just scored on a long touchdown pass. So, man, we got games all over the place, and we're going to be here watching them with you and having interviews with the participants in the championship games coming up. And more. Tonkawa gets into the end zone and scores a touchdown to go up on Pecola. 16-6 extra point pending. We're going to have Tony Tomlin and Ryan come on. The Cowboys win the state championship. 6th try is the charm. Get it done today, or the 7th try. Get it done today against Medford, 60-30. Noah Torres, man, wow.
Yeah.
He had a couple of runs today. He had one where he faked out the cameraman, the entire defense, everything else. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, no, he was incredible today. I mean, what did he average? 11 yards a carry or something like that? I mean, it was wild.
He went for three. He went for 3 bills. I mean, this is pretty good.
Yeah, I would say it was like 397 or something like that. I mean, I think it was almost 400. No, incredible. Good for Ryan. Hats off to them. That's awesome. I mean, I promise you, there's some happy Cowboys down in Ryan tonight. So good for them to finally put a gold ball in the trophy case. That's big. That's big time.
Got a little bit of a surprise in 4A. Broken Bow is on top of Tuttle, 14-13 in the second quarter. There, we thought that might be a game in which there would be some points scored. Graydon Howell, an incredible quarterback. Lincoln Christian only up 14-7 on Heritage Hall, and we discussed how dominant they've been against Class 3A teams this year. So that's a close one. Right over here across the street from me, Sulphur on top of Perkins, 22-0 in a rematch in that Class 3A bracket. Some good ones in Class 2A Division II. Stroud has jumped on top of Adair, 14-8. The Warriors led it 8-7. Stroud has just got a touchdown. We got an update there on Squirtle from Captain Jack Sparrow. That's pretty cool. Davis and Bayan, the Wolverines, have put in the ball in the end zone for the first time. They lead the Wolves 7-zip. Bayan on top of that one. Class 2A Division I, Washington jumped out in front of OCS, but the Saints are coming back to make it a ball game, 20-8 in the second quarter there, and Jones leads Marlowe 20-14. So tonight, we've got games that are look to be a little bit more competitive than what we had seen the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Pawhuska just got stopped on 4th and goal from the 1. So now Rejoice has got to go 99, but they had a great drive going and just kind of stalled out once they got down inside the 5, and it's 14-12, and that could have been a big stop for Rejoice.
Sand Springs just picked up a 4th and 1 at the 30-yard line with 1:21 to go.
Man, that like you mentioned, Mark, biggest surprise so far, I would have to say Broken Bow over Tuttle, right?
I think so. Right? I mean, and that's early. Again, I mean, Graydon Howell is an awesome quarterback. I think he's capable of doing great things and big things. So that's not a surprise to me that they've been able to put up some points. I would thought Tuttle would have had maybe some more success on offense. So hopefully we can get a report from somebody that is checking in that game. Sand Springs has just scored to go ahead 18-14 on Choctaw in a back-and-forth game.
Yeah, that looks like it's been a great game so far. I haven't been able to watch other than just on Squirtle. So
Easton Webb just made a great play throwing the ball down about the 2-yard line, falling down. Shaq, what do you think of those Sandites uniforms tonight?
I haven't seen them yet. I'm trying to get there right now. But I'm sure, I mean, like we talked about the other day, I mean, you got to love a Sandite, don't you?
They had him on at the press conference. They got all gold with the little black helmet.
Nice.
You got to respect the team. You got to respect a team that's willing to dress out in all gold.
Oh yeah, we've rocked the all gold a couple times.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I mean it's if you can pull it off, it's a good look. Why can't I find the game?
How about Elgin's just all over Cushing, 35-6? I mean, obviously we all thought Elgin would win that game. I thought that game would be much more competitive than it's been so far.
Elgin's so good on defense, though. I mean,
yeah,
they really are. I mean, hey, hats off to Heritage Hall for scoring, though, too. I mean,
I know, and keeping it close, just 14-7 still, Shaq.
Yeah, but even just getting 7. I mean, they get one more, they're gonna double the output of every Oklahoma team that they've played this year. So, what did they score? 7 last time they played them?
26. I think you're right. 6, yeah.
So they've already outdone themselves.
Yeah.
In that game. Big touchdown right before half there for Sand Springs, going for the extra point here, putting them up 18-14.
Marlowe scores 21-20. Marlowe up on Jones.
Their uniforms are sweet. I got a little Missouri Tiger thing going on there in Sand Springs.
I agree.
Yeah. I mean, I like if you're going to be a gold, especially like old gold, yellowish, you got to embrace it. I mean, you got to go Oregon style and just don't try to hide it, Go all in on the gold.
I don't know if you saw some of the pictures that were on social media tonight of the Kingfisher broadcast crew now in the basketball season at the Flamingo in Enid tonight. But
yeah, they're going to have some heartburn. That might be all their problem. I hope it's not. It could be more than that.
Oh man,
I would not be scared of that, and I didn't know that they had nachos that looked like that, including the burger. So those nachos, they got their money's worth. That wasn't one of those deals where they put a bunch of chips on the plate and then a spoonful of cheese and a little bit of meat. The meat coverage on the chips was outstanding.
I'm telling you, the Flamingo chili, and the Flamingo chili is really good. I mean, they sell it to you like in little containers, so you can actually just go there and buy chili if you want to.
If you take it to the house and you leave it out for a little bit, is there a pool of grease sitting on top
100%.
of it?
100% there is.
100%. Yeah, I think the only way to eat it is at home, just for the future. That's coming after you after that.
It's they sell it to you frozen too, Mark. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know why you'd ever be in Enid, but if you happen to be up towards Enid, you need to stop in, or maybe when the animal's doing a remote up at Wild Wings or something, have one of the guys stop and pick you up some of that chili. It's phenomenal.
Why drive further to eat than from Hennessy to Enid? I'll be up there for the Squirtle Festival. I can come up for that.
Yeah.
How late are they open? I'm going to have to do it after the broadcast. I can't do it before.
Their hours are strange. They stay, I mean, depending upon what night of the week is, I believe they're open. I mean, they're a bar, but I think they serve food until 10, Mark.
Okay. All right.
If I remember right. So I think we've got Coach McDaniel from the OFBCA, offensive coordinator at Mustang, if you want to bring him into the show. I believe he's actually live from UCO right now. So that's cool with you guys. I'm going to bring him in. Is that all right?
Yeah,
Let's do it.
Let's see how good I am at this.
Coach McDaniel. Good so far.
Cody, hey, fellas, how we doing tonight? You guys doing
great? How are you?
Hey, what's the food in that room like compared to the media food?
I mean, it's a lot of chicken.
Cowboy chicken. We had cowboy chicken upstairs last night, and that was rock solid. I'd give that an A.
It was pretty good.
Good. Okay. Used to. I don't know if this was Justin's doing. I know you're the president now. The coaches had a lot better spread than the media did. So try to sneak down there on the second floor.
Well, the first night we had garage hamburgers delivered up here. It was pretty good. They've been pretty good to us so far.
Okay, so I see that the nothing's changed up there. So, hey, Cody, you guys I know you got a coaching clinic coming up in January in Shawnee. You got all kinds of things going on right now. Tell the folks what's going on with the OFBCA.
So January 15th and 16th, our annual winter clinic that we put on. We've got a bunch of coaches coming in from all over the state. We're excited to, just get everybody back at one venue and sit down, discuss, present, and just fellowship and get everybody here in Oklahoma on the same page. And And we're excited. We're putting our speaker list together right now. We usually have a college night on Thursday night, and then our semifinal state runner-up state champs speak on that Friday morning. And we just kind of give back to each other and help grow the sport in Oklahoma. And it's a whole lot of fun. If you've never been, we'd like to invite you guys down. You guys come say hi to us and just check it out. That's January 15th and 16th at the Grand Casino.
I'll be there. I plan on making it. If Shaq can clear up his problems from being ejected from there before they'll let him back in, I think Shaq will be there too.
Yeah, I'll be there for sure. Yeah, we can hold we can hold a mini clinic somewhere when you get there.
We'll find a cubby hole.
We'll get some napkins and some pens, and we'll solve a lot of problems.
Well,
there's a lot like that happens down there.
Yeah. Well, if Cody doesn't know, if he's ever watched any of Mark and I's broadcasts, we have a lot of solutions for coaches. If you ever watch our broadcasts, so we can kind of tell you what you're doing wrong, what you should be doing better. So we're kind of like the general fan. So
yeah. I'll bring my notepad next time. Make sure I take notes.
Okay,
Cody, what's the attendance like tonight?
It's a packed house, man. It really is. If I could turn my camera around and show you guys, I think the whole town of Sand Springs is out there. My goodness,
awesome.
That's great.
Are you happy with the venue and the location? I love having the spotlight on every single class where they don't have to share it with everybody else.
Absolutely, it's fantastic. Just to get down and just see, like the Class C championship was today, and I guarantee it in Ryan, Oklahoma, you can walk in just about everywhere and steal everything from everybody's house. That's how many of the people from the town of Ryan showed up, and it's just fantastic. It was kind of cold the first night a little bit right there, but man, the weather's not been bad for being December in Oklahoma.
Cody, we came out to Mustang this year, and we had your game against Bixby, and I thought you guys played a really, really good ball game that night. Tell me what the challenge is like to go up against a team like Bixby that's going for their ninth state championship this year in a row.
You have to control the smallest detail possible. You cannot shoot yourself in the foot. You can't do anything that gives momentum. And you got to, fight for every ounce that you get, honestly. And it's a fun thing to do, though. I mean, who better that wants to, if you want to be the best, you got to compete with the best. And I was sure proud of our kids that night. We put one foot in front of the other, and we fought hard, and our kids made plays. And at the end of the day, we made a few mistakes late, and that's what happens. It gets away from you. But again, hats off to Bixby. They're a talented ball club. They just have all the momentum built in the world right now. They have a great coaching staff. I got really good friends over there. But man, more importantly, I'm just proud of how our kids fought. They were up for the challenge. I can tell you that.
Yeah, and I gave him one more championship, and they're going for 8 this year, not 9. If they get it this year, they go for 9 next year. But Shaq, I don't know if you saw Jaden O'Neal, their quarterback. Man, I was so impressed with the way that he threw the football. Obviously he's a good player. Florida State just signed him. So, what did you think this year of having him, and what difference did he make for your offense?
His leadership was second to none. He might be the best young leader I've ever coached before, and I've coached some really good ones. The ability to play the next play and manage all of the emotions that happen around him was fun to watch. I don't think there's a throw he can't make. Personally, he's very talented in the arm talent, and honestly, his football IQ is out of this world. He came in March or February or wherever it was in there. I can't remember the date specifically, but hit the ground running with us, and he's a smart kid. But you want to talk about anything, I want to talk about his father. His father was a different type of quarterback dad. He he loves his son more than anything, and he wants the best for his son. And he has a lot of credit of who Jaden is, just how he raised him.
Outstanding. Yeah, I watched you guys this game. You guys Played really well. You had a lot more weapons than just him. I love your running back. I mean, you talk about a kid that runs the football hard. I would think every offensive coordinator's dream.
There's no doubt about it right there. And you're talking about number 21, Ace Gilliland. His name's Judson. We call him Ace. We like to call him Ace. He's our ace in the hole there. But we also got, Jaden Johnson. I mean, he took one to the house, and we're so blessed with the kids that we have and the work that they put in and the success that they bring for themselves. Honestly, it's pretty easy whenever you got kids that work hard and Coach Shack, more than anything, that's when good things happen.
Yeah, for sure. So what do you think? What's going to happen second half of the game there?
Man, if Sand Springs would just take care of third down right there, I think it'd be a lot more one-sided to Sand Springs there a little bit. Choctaw had some big plays there early in the first quarter, and then in that second quarter, I think that long drive they had, I think it was 3 third and 9 pluses that they were successful on and kind of ended up getting down there and scoring. And Sand Springs quarterback, man, he's dealing the ball well right now.
He's a good player. Cody, we appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us from up there. And I will see you tomorrow for the 5A and the 6A Division I championships. Should be a great day.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much.
Yep, see you, man.
See you guys.
President of the Oklahoma Football Coaches Association, Cody McDaniel.
Yes, Cody's a good guy. I mean, the leadership of the OFBCA is really good. Those guys do a good job promoting football in Oklahoma. So I would put our association up against not only any in our state, but any state as far as just, getting everybody on the same page all the time. I think we do a really good job of that. And that comes from the leadership for sure.
How cool is the suite, by the way?
Oh, it's way nice.
That's awesome. What a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's legit up there.
Tuttle 21, Broken Bow 14, so they get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion right before half. That game is at half. They made it to half, and Heritage Hall holding in there against Lincoln Christian 14-7. Sulphur on top of Perkins 22-0. Both of those 2A Division II games were really close. Let's see, computer. Come on, computer. Adair 16, Stroud 14, Vian 7, Davis 0. 20-8 at half. OCS trails Washington, and as you guys mentioned, 21-20 Marlowe over Jones. I think if the show is worth anything, we will definitely be able to talk Marlowe into going with the logo that Shaq likes, the student drawn outlaw. That should be on the helmets next year. We'll find somebody that can get it on the helmet.
Yeah, we need to just do it, show it to them so that they can see what they're missing.
Yeah.
I mean,
that logo is sweet.
It's incredible. It's so good. And the story behind it is really good. We've got one of our junior high girls coaches. She teaches junior high English, I think. Anyway, she's a Marlowe outlaw. She's a big fan of the logo. Talks about it all the time.
We got Mike Dunn with us.
We've got Mike Dunn in the batters in queue, and then we have Coach Blankenship in the batter's box. So we'll be able to bounce over. So we want to let Mike in?
Let's do it.
All right. Here he is. Coach Dunn, what's up?
How we doing, fellas?
Good. What's up,
Mike?
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're not near as good as you. Ever.
Hey, is this a rebuilding year for you guys?
That's what they said. I don't know. I mean, we
I can answer that for you. No.
Yeah. I mean, Coach Shaq, we don't say that. I mean, we felt good about the group we had coming in. So,
what do you have on the agenda tonight besides talking to us before the championship game tomorrow?
Well, we had a little basketball going on. I'm the athletic director at Carl Albert as well, so it never stops. I told them actually we had a freshman game last night against El Reno, and I worked that bad boy. And then tonight I helped get it started. And our head principal, Kristen Goggins, I mean, she's as good as they come. And she said, hey, I got the rest of it. You can go home and, you got some important stuff going on. So you get out of here.
Yeah, that's great. I snuck away from our game. I'm sitting in my office out here. So
there you go.
I know the feeling. Hey, Coach Dunn, I got a question for you. All right. Everybody knows Carl Albert's really good. It's no secret. I want to know, so what's if you had to sit back and analyze why Carl Albert's been what they've been for, I don't know, 25 years, however long it's been. How important is it for you, for your kids, for your coaches, that I'm going to assume this is true, from the guy that's at the very top of the food chain at Carl Albert all the way down to the lowest person on the totem pole? How important is winning at Carl Albert?
It's a big deal. People take it serious, and it's become, a big expectation from everybody. And when everybody involved has the same, mentality towards it, it makes it a little bit easier. I do tell people that around our place that consistent expectation allows our guys, I feel like our players, and for the longest time, our players, they just feel like that's what we're supposed to do. I told somebody last week, we might be playing against the Dallas Cowboys, and I think they'd still go out there thinking they had a shot. And, as a coach, that's about half the battle most of the time, is getting your guys to believe that they can do it. And our guys, they don't blink an eye. They feel like they can go out there and win. And I think it starts, like you said, with everybody in the program having the same expectation and standard for it.
I tell you, the coolest thing about Carl Albert, and this was probably 10 years ago, maybe longer than that. We played a area basketball game or something over there. And it's the first time I'd ever been in the gym at Carl Albert. And I remember walking in and looking, there's banners everywhere in the gym at Carl Albert, like there is in a lot of gyms. The difference between Carl Albert's gym and most is you get to hang a banner for one reason at Carl Albert. You win a state championship. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
You don't win it, you don't get a banner.
Right. Which I catch crap about it every once in a while, because we've got a couple sports that don't have one yet. And so I actually was the one, I was trying to, all inclusive. Let's make sure that we recognize everybody. And I said, hey, we've kind of run out of room there. Let's do a banner per sport. That way, like, if we have a sport that doesn't have a state championship, they can put district championships up there. And everybody at the school, including the sports that don't have a banner up there, we're all like, absolutely not. We're not doing it. We'll go get one, and then we'll go up there. So it's way cool.
No,
hey, one thing I think is great about the program is there are a lot of you guys around. At your press conference, Jake Corbin was there. You played football with, is coaching a state championship team tonight. Robert Jones is in your district, played with you. JD is a coach at Mount St. Mary's, doing a good job. And I think that there's a lot of the older coaches that you played for that kind of still hang around Carl Albert a little bit. And so that tradition, you can't get away from it. And I think that tradition and confidence is one of the, if not maybe the most important thing in high school football. The expectations of knowing that, hey, these people here had success and they expect that from me too.
Yeah. That, and the consistency, you've had ever since Coach Rose, and I imagine Coach Pebb, Coach Ivy, those guys that came before him, I imagine they were very, very alike in those ways. But since Coach Rose, the tree has come from Coach Rose, with the two coaches that have followed, and then a lot of the assistants that have gone through there have been guys that had the ties to Carl Albert to begin with. And they're guys, we've got guys that have gone out and have learned and done it in other places, have gone to other schools and have, made their way back to Carl Albert. And so they bring that experience from other places and other staffs. And we're really blessed. I heard Coach Shack talking about our coaches association and just the coaches, the fraternity really in Oklahoma of our coaches it's unbelievable. I've got to coach in Texas. I was down there for 11 years and I've been back here in Oklahoma for 9. And the only difference between Texas and Oklahoma as far as football goes is just the production that it is in Texas. They just there's more money, there's more resources, there's more people that honestly aren't the people that even are there to play the football game when you go to those games on Friday nights. But the brotherhood that I have in Oklahoma, I have found that the Coaches Association, just the brotherhood of coaches, it's a lot stronger. And I know it's a lot smaller, but it just feels like there's a lot more people that are pushing to help each other. And, there's healthy rivalries. There's a lot more of that than you see some of it the other way, that down in Texas, it was a lot different, a little more cutthroat as far as that goes. So I've really appreciated that being back here.
Coach Dunn,
go ahead, Adam.
I was just going to mention something to kind of add on top of that before we talk about their matchup with McGinnis, but you guys were kind of talking about what you think. Shaq, I would reiterate that too. My wife coached in a Class A first-round state tournament game at Carl Albert, and those banners, it was pretty intimidating, honestly, being in there and seeing that. Obviously, if somebody rolls into that gym, it's pretty cool. But one thing I would say, you were talking about the coaches, I thought you guys, from a standpoint, even at the collegiate level, got a great shout-out from Coach Venables the other night about X, about him playing hurt and playing with injuries, and that it's just kind of expected out of kids from Carl Albert. So it's pretty cool to see, even that coming from, the collegiate level too as well. So just what your thoughts are on that. I know you guys are putting a lot of kids in the D1 level, D2 level, all over the place. I think that's a big testament to you guys' program.
Right. Yeah. And it for those guys that are there at OU right now, obviously they're doing something right there and playing through some things. We have a true freshman there, Marcus James, and Marcus needed shoulder surgery to start before the season even started. And, I know Coach V talked to him and wanted to see him learn the defense. And he just said, hey, we'll get this done. I just want to see you go out there and do some stuff with the ones and the twos and play some football. And he actually played in the first two games and kind of showed. I think that's part of it as well, is even those young guys have gone in there and kind of showed that same demeanor that Xavier does. And it's way cool, even aside from being the head coach at Carl Albert, I'm an alumni guy and I love my school, and I love the things that our school has represented, especially the football program. And for Coach Venables to say that, it kind of hit me harder as an alum. And I think, I've had friends and ex-teammates and players that have texted me, and they're way proud of it too, And so that was one of the cooler things that I've got to see and be a part of as in my time, my last 5 years here at Carl Albert. And it's way special. We got to be there yesterday. We got to practice at the Everett Center or the Everett Training Center. And our 5 guys that play there, they all came to the practice, and 4 of them stayed the entire time. A couple of them, or one of them, had to go get some treatment and before they practiced, but they stayed the whole time, and they were telling us all kinds of stories about things that have gone on throughout the year. So it's way cool. It's definitely a shout out to those 5 guys. I think they've all kind of proved that culture at Carl Albert.
Kathan Perucci, we talked about him at the beginning of the season. Is he your type of guy? I mean, he's playing both ways for you, offense and defense. You were talking about how special he was at the beginning of the year. What did his season turn out like?
Way good. And yes, he's definitely my kind of guy. I love the O-line, D-line guys. I don't care what class, what level, it all starts there. And, Kathan is one of those guys that he believes it to his core, and he's way more athletic than I was. So there's no comparison there, but he's a scratch golfer too, along being 255, 260 pound defensive tackle, right tackle for us. So, but he's had a great year. He's disruptive on defense. He can rush the passer. He can run block, very athletic. And then defensively, he's way good on that side of the ball. So he's definitely had the kind of year that we knew he would have.
McGinnis has got some big dudes. When I was going over there starting offensive line, defensive line, and even the skill positions, they don't have very many small guys. So you guys have been used to seeing them in the championship round here in the last few years. But tell me a little bit about what you see on film from them. Yeah,
well, anytime you're gonna match up with the Irish, they're always going to be well coached, and that shows through on the film. You can watch them and see that they have a definite culture of playing hard. All 3 phases of the game. You can tell that they're very detail oriented. They don't make mistakes, well coached, very physical. And like you said, they believe in the same thing we do. It starts up front, both sides of the ball. Really good on the offensive line, really good up front on defense. And there's really no weak spots on their team on any phase. So it's going to be a heck of a ball game. It always is with them. It feels right that we're back in this game with them. We haven't played since 2023. We went all those years in district together, and then we got broken up in the districts, and so first time we've played since then. And just feels right having that matchup back in this 5A game.
Mike, thanks for your time, man. We really appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. I can't wait for this game.
Absolutely. Appreciate you guys for having me on.
You bet. Good luck, Coach.
Good luck.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Shaq.
63-5 for Mike in his 5 years at Carl Albert. And again, we've talked about some of the superlatives. A win tomorrow afternoon would propel them past Ada for the most state championships. Ada's held that forever and ever and ever and ever. And I think the last time Ada won a state championship was 1994. Carl Albert had one at the time, and they can pass them now with 20. They're 19-1 in state championship games. They only lost to Booker T. Washington, I believe, in 2008. So when they get this far, they're very, very tough to beat.
Yeah, that is crazy. When you put it that way, for one, it makes me feel old. For two,
I was playing that same Saturday that Ada won their last one.
I mean, golly, I'll tell you what, we got Coach Blankenship in queue, and Coach Blankenship, obviously a legend, and it's great to have him, but he might have the greatest background that we've ever had on the show. So, I mean, it is awesome. He's got a Christmas tree behind him. This is awesome. So you guys ready to bring Coach in?
Bring him in.
All right.
Hey, guys.
Coach B.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, that's pretty good, isn't it? I got that tree right there.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
awesome. That's big time.
Hey,
That is
awesome. You can imagine. I spent a lot of time decorating that too.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah,
If you did, it was that needs to be moved a little bit more to the left, and
yeah, right.
that ornament's not centered.
If you want me to put Angie on, I'll let you talk about it. So.
But it looks great. Tell her it's an amazing.
There you go. There you go.
We're Scrooge-like everywhere else here, man. He's outdone us. Hey, congratulations on making it to the state championship game and coming back and coaching this team at Owasso. What are you a better coach today? I would assume yes, you are than you were maybe 25 years ago. But what have you learned over that has helped you along the way?
Well, I tell a lot of young coaches that I kept a file called "How to Lose Football Games," and there's a whole lot of stuff that got put in that file, and I just try not to do those same things over and over again. And it's amazing if you'll just stop doing the things that cost you games, you can learn to win a few more. So that's part of it. Just bad experiences that help you move forward, and I'm still adding to it. I still having to add to it, but just not quite as much as we used to.
That's really good. I need to start a file for sure. And I'm not even a young coach, but I could definitely use the file. What drew you back? I mean, you were out, you were done, you were moving on. Why come back to Owasso?
Just the timing. It's just hard to explain. I honestly spent the year out and had no intention of going back. Hadn't thought about going back to that kind of situation. My son was coaching over at Broken Arrow. I was able to go watch him every day at practice. I could go hang out, get the itch scratched enough with him. I was going with other coaches around, and just like I said, I was able to scratch the itch. After Josh got fired, I wasn't real sure what was going to be the place that would happen. And then just literally hours and days after the state championship a year ago, Antonio and we were talking about it, but he took the job at Union, and Mr. Duffield, our athletic director that we go back 25, 30 years together, wanted to know if there was any chance I would come back. And I said, well, let me talk to Angie. And I couldn't get it out of my words out of my mouth. And she said, yes, you need to do that. So I think that maybe I wasn't the greatest retired guy at home. I'm not sure, but she was okay. There's a couple of other little factors that people, they kind of lose sight of. I had two grandsons that were coming up that were 8th graders when I decided to retire. One was at Broken Arrow and one was at Bixby. It's bad enough to have to coach against my son, and we get after it, but I couldn't even begin to get my head wrapped around trying to game plan and scout against my grandkids. And so that was just the timing. Everything was right. Let's go ahead and step away. And ironically, by coming back and having Josh coach with us, I'm now coaching his son, who's a sophomore on our team. So I'm actually getting to coach a grandson. So that I never dreamed that would happen. He's an old lineman, so that's a lot of fun. Not much pressure in it to have a young old lineman on our team, but it sure is fun to have.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. I bet he loves Grandpa getting to coach him probably as much as you love it.
Well, it's kind of fun because especially early on in spring, fall, and fall camp, and he would come in every morning and hey coach, how we doing, coach, and all that stuff. And then on the way out, when he's catching a ride with his son, he'd say, hey, bye, Papa. Now I'm like, okay, all right. He can kind of turn it off and turn it on too. So he's figured it out.
Bill, there's so many good programs in the Tulsa area, and you guys just fight it out tooth and nail all the time. And inevitably, there are a lot of rematches, and rematches happen. And it's amazing how many times the team that won the regular season does not win in the playoffs. And that goes back to your battles with Jinx, even 15 to 20 years ago. What's the recipe to try to make something different and reverse the outcome from the regular season?
Well, and like you said, Mark, I mean, we experienced it over and over again for a lot of years with the Union Jinx thing. And we always played early in the season. We were in opposite districts. And it was a lot of years that we would see each other in the playoffs. And that's kind of what has happened in this Owasso Bigsby thing that has kind of created the last 3-4 years. I think this may be going to be our 8th time to play since 2022. So part of that evolution is just human nature. When and Nick Saban used to say this all the time, but one of the hardest things is to overcome winning. You have to, it's a great thing to win, but sometimes you ignore some of the things that you need to have addressed to become a better football team. Whenever you lose, those are easy things to address. And so teams are just much more receptive. If you've got a little chip on your shoulder, if you've got things to prove, and then if you spend all early part of the year, patting yourself on the back and getting all the rat poison that's out there about how good you are, then you have to fight that as well. I think good teams figure out how to do both. And so, one of the things that you have to tip your hat to people like Carl Albert. I was listening to Coach Dunn, and then also to Lauren and those guys at Bigsby. I mean, they've been able to overcome winning and still win. And that's what the great programs do.
Well, you've definitely been a part of some great football programs. Coach, there's all these theories, about why teams on the east side are so much better in 6A. I've got a theory that I throw out there every now and then. You can tell me if I'm off base or kind of close, but I would guess if you drive around Owasso, all the schools are red and white. They all want to be Rams. They grow up being Rams. They don't grow up being Dolphins or Tigers, and they try to figure it out when they get older. I know it's the same way at Jinx. If you drive around Jinx, everything's maroon and white. If you drive around Union, everything's called something Tulsa Union. You think that's a big part of it? I mean, if you grow up in Owasso, if you grow up in Tulsa Union, if you grow up in Jinx, I mean, you want to be a Ram, and that's all you ever think about. Do you think that plays a role at all?
I do. I do think that's a piece of it. I think when you have the multiple, middle school format, that you're talking about. I mean, sometimes these kids are, they get caught, competing against one another. Some of it at different levels. I think that what you hit on is a big piece of it over here. I think that the other part that's lost on some people is that the way we schedule at the junior high level in the 8th and 9th grade is we just play the other suburbs. And so we're constantly having to play Jinx and Bigsby and Broken Arrow and Union, and we're not getting out of that lane, so to speak, and playing a whole bunch of other people. Some of our parents get bored by that. They think that's crazy that we don't have, other schools in it. But what I believe it does is I think it builds all of us up by just, the tough competition that we see week in and week out in our junior high program and our youth program all the way up, because the good programs are playing well. And then there's another, and our athletic director and I were talking about this. I used to say this at Union, and it's kind of gotten lost on people sometimes, that if you are perennial deep run in the playoffs, and yet you were talking Carl Albert and what they've done since the 90s, Bigsby, and I'd like to think that on Owasso we could include ourselves there. Our kids, as soon as the freshman season is over, we're going to bring our freshmen up and let them stay with us through the playoffs. I think most teams do that. But if you get to the finals, that's 4 more weeks of practice those kids had with you. And then if they get to do it again as sophomores, that's 4 more weeks. And if they get to do it as juniors, that is 12 weeks that they've had. They've had a whole nother season of practice than a team does that's not going but a week or so into the playoffs. And I think that's lost on people too. It's a little bit like Gundy used to talk about, if you ever miss a bowl game, it was really tough on those teams, because that was a month of practice that you got to do with your program at the college level before you ever got to spring practice. And so it's a big deal, I think, to have those deep runs just for the development piece of the rest of your program.
No, I agree with you 100%.
Well, and there's never been a better run of coaches than Bill, Allen, Lauren from that tree. They're continuing that. Then, that has to matter and mean a bunch. This is going to be an elite offensive showcase. That's what I'm expecting tomorrow. You got a great offensive mind. Lauren's got a great offensive mind. There's all kinds of weird formations. Can you give us any inside information of what the game plan is going to look like, or what we'll see tomorrow? Do you have a wrinkle that you want to? I don't think Lauren's in queue right now.
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you, trying to defend those guys. People have tried to figure that out for a while. I think that Coach Schneider and his offensive staff for sure are way too bored, because they just come up with stuff that obviously it's just to make it tough on everybody else. So we're if you study Bigsby and you go, what does it take? Then it's a little bit of that. So we'll have some similar things we're trying to do offensively. We're both trying to accomplish the same thing. It's still going to come down to some old-fashioned football. At some point in time, you got to be able to run the ball, and you got to be able to tackle and get people down. Now, we're going to have a little bit of that, smoke and mirrors, a lot of smoke and mirrors going on the field. But it really is going to come down to, at some point in time, just, being able to block, tackle, and, run the football.
Well, our best to Angie, because she's got the house looking really, really good. So I know that's
I appreciate that, guys. No doubt.
Always good to get to talk to you, Bill, and we wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
All right, thanks, guys. Good talking with you.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, bye-bye.
There will be some points put on the scoreboard tomorrow night when I think in that game.
So Pawhuska scored to go up 20-14, and then kicked it off to the kid that's going to OU, and now they're down 21-20.
That is Zizi Oklafuizi, the only Oklahoma player that signed with OU. And it was kind of a late addition, but I think they made the right move. They need receivers.
Yeah, he's only played football for 2 years? 3?
And I think he's gotten bigger. So that should work out pretty well for OU.
Yeah, they could use some wideouts over 6 foot for sure.
Matt had a fantastic Facebook post this week adopting the underdog mentality. So, I mean, he will be taking a victory lap if somehow they can pull this one off. But I don't know. Maybe that's part of the game plan to kind of adopt that. And it's very successful for a lot of people. I think it worked incredibly well for Baker Mayfield. But I don't know that Pawhuska should have been considered that big of an underdog by anybody, right? I mean, Matt's teams are always really tough and well coached.
No, Matt does a tremendous job. He really does. I've gotten to know Matt really well over the last 6 or 7 years, ever since he got to Pawhuska, and we had some wars against each other in 20 and 21. But no, he does a great job. His teams are really well coached. They're fundamentally sound. And it's kind of like Coach Blankenship was saying. A lot of times it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, but at the end of the day, I mean, they're really good at blocking. They're really good at tackling, and they line up right. They do things the right way. So they're a tough out. I mean, you got to beat them. They're normally not going to beat themselves. They're giving Rejoice right now all they want.
You live in a town that's got that many ghosts in it, that many places that are haunted, then you got to be tough.
Yeah,
I don't know if you've been to any of those places, Shaq, but yeah, they got them. We have Ryan with us.
We do. You want to bring Coach Stringer in? Just 1 second. There he is.
Coach Stringer is the second victim of us not saying that this show is at night instead of the morning. So he was ready to go at 8:30.
I was ready to go.
And he's now here at 8:41 at night. So we apologize for
it's
that.
all good.
I think you should assume it's probably the morning because the coach's lifestyle is usually early, unless you're Shaq, right? I mean, it's late, but you got to be up early.
Yeah, no, I was ready to go. So I had first hour off this morning. So I thought I had it planned out, but that's all right.
Hey, you've got a fairly young team. I know you've got experience, but this is a heck of a season you got put together, and it was incredible because I don't know, every couple of years or something like that, you find a situation where a 9-1 team has to go on the road in the first round of the playoffs, and then you guys had a very difficult assignment against Guthrie, and you've persevered and not get to play a game at your home stadium to get here to the finals, and so this journey has to be very fulfilling for you this year to be where you are right now.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome. Been an awesome run. We're enjoying it. That's one thing we've talked about is just enjoying this process. I don't think a lot of people outside of our room thought, we had a chance to make a deep run in the playoffs. And that's something we've been talking about though, because we knew, we graduated 22 seniors last year, but our sophomore class is really, really talented. They went undefeated as freshmen last year, beat, some combined JV freshman teams just by themselves. And so we knew the type of guys that were coming in and they mesh really, really well with our junior and senior class. And we're a young football team, with 16 seniors this year. And so, really the offense and defensive line will take the biggest hit. But we have some younger guys ready to step in those roles as well, for sure.
So, Coach, is this your first trip to the finals as a head coach?
Yes. So I've been to 4 as assistant, 2 as offense coordinator, 2 as special teams coordinator under Justin. But the first one as a head coach. So,
well, if I can give you one piece of advice from some old guy that's been fortunate enough to be there a couple times, take 2 minutes at some point tomorrow before the game while you're out on the field. Just shut everything else out. And just kind of look around and soak it in because it's a big deal to be in the finals. It really is, and I know there's so much pressure to win it, but I mean, there's coaches that have coached, that are really good coaches, coached 30 years, 40 years, and never get to coach in the finals. So first of all, congratulations on that. But take a moment for yourself tomorrow to just, file it away at some point, when you're sitting around, you can always come back to that because it's a big deal, and I'm happy for you that you get to experience that. So you guys are massive. I mean, what are we feeding them at McGinnis? I mean, we got training table, morning, lunch.
We got some big boys. I mean, that's what we feel like we match up. I mean, obviously well with everybody, but that's one thing that we feel like we have over everybody is our size and Class 5A. Our mids, we have a lot of big mids, that kind of put people in a lot of tougher situations. And I was talking with Andrew Harris, our starting tight end defense end about that this afternoon when he was in my class. And, that's been one of our biggest strengths for us this whole year is that those guys, they can block, they run routes, they do a lot of good things for us, but they also play on the defensive line and been able to set the edge there constantly for us. So and an offensive line, we have some big boys up there. And so they move well, they're athletic, they're intelligent. And so it helps. They're not just big and slow. They're big and they can move well.
They're eating Lori Canfield's lemon bars, Shaq. I mean, Lori gives Sarah Smith a run for her money with the Lori's got the lemon category. Sarah's got the strawberry category.
Yeah, we
on lockdown.
We need some more here in Cashin for sure. If that's what it is, I mean,
wait, there's still one coming Adam and I's way from the night that you turned the lights out on us, and so I'm still looking for that.
I mean, we drove to Crescent, Shaq, for you for 15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, hindsight being what it is, you guys should have packed it in after the lights went out.
We had a sheet cake coming, and it just never made it to us.
So what happened to it?
I don't know. We had to leave. I mean,
power
it was
went
supposed
out.
to be coming to the press box, but
all right, I'll track something down.
Right. Tell us about Junior Harris, who's come in and done a great job for you at quarterback. He scored 8 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks. He looks like he can't be tackled. You could probably put 2 people in a phone booth with him. But what is he? Just have that special it? Is it like Reggie Bush? I mean, I can't wait to see it because I haven't seen it live yet.
Yeah, no, he's a special talent. He started at corner for us, started kick return, and then obviously with the injury with Gage, he kind of, stepped right into the quarterback position. And he's elusive. He's a competitor. And we just kind of let him go, we call the plays, don't try to overcoach him. He reminds me of, we had Luke Tarman about 5 years ago. It's just one of those guys, you just, you try to put him in the best situation, you let him do it and you don't overcoach him, because none of us on staff can move the way he can, besides maybe Moses Madu. He might be the only one that could do anything like that. But, what he can do, I could never do. And so, I just try to put him in the best situation, allow him to thrive. And, and the one thing that really helps him is the way he can throw the ball as well. I mean, our passing stats haven't been great, but he's got a live arm. I mean, where he can stretch the field vertically, and he's done that enough. Especially in that Guthrie game, he showed it a little bit, and that was able to keep him honest for sure.
So, I've got to mention something just real quick. I know usually I'm the guy that brings the least amount of football knowledge to this conversation, but I will say this: in my experience of being around people I know that played sports at Bishop McGuinness, those kids play with an edge, and a lot of times there's perception about private schools or whatever it may be, Catholic schools. But I will say this, I've got some good friends, and one of my friends, Wes Sullivan, I believe his son plays for you.
Yeah, Tanner. Yeah.
Those guys have a little fire behind them, and I think it's pretty cool. It's almost, I'm not saying people in the metro don't play football the right way, but they kind of play like they're like country kids kind of in a way. What is it about that's with Bishop being right smack dab in the middle of the metro, but it seems like they got a lot of kids that have a little bit of kind of country grit to them.
Yeah, no, they're tough. It is super surprising. When Justin brought me on, I grew up in Clinton, played under Coach Lee. And so, we always had the perception of private schools and even of McGuinness when we played them. And, but they were always tough and physical. And, but yeah, that was the one thing that, that I kind of fell in love with the program right off the bat was just, these kids are, if you came in the weight room and you looked at them or just you saw them in the hallways, you wouldn't be scared of them. But when they step on the football field, they get after it, and there's no fear, there's no back down, and they just love to play the game. They've grown up playing it, and they are tough. They're physical. They play lights out for each other, and so I think it's that sense of pride. A lot of them go to school together growing up, so where sometimes in the city you don't get that. Christ King's our biggest feeder school, and that's where a lot of kids come from. And so they've grown up and played Little League together, played on the junior high teams together. And so you get a little bit of that, that vertical alignment that a lot of really good programs have. But yeah, that is surprising, but they are tough. Sometimes teams over the years have tried to intimidate us, and it's like, we'll show up play. We're used to playing Carlisle. We're used to playing, scrimmage and Lawton Mac, playing Lawton Mac. When we go play a team, sometimes in the playoffs, they'll try to intimidate us, and our guys just kind of shrug it off and say, all right, well, we're here, so get ready to go.
Yeah, I think I see some of that Mike Lee toughness in there. That's there.
Yeah, no, he made a phone call to me this week, so he gave me some advice.
Good.
So
I got to hang out with you in the summer. We did some pictures at your place.
Mm-hmm.
Your son Jackson, right, was with you there?
Yeah, Jackson. Yeah.
Okay, I got a Jackson too.
Okay,
he's
awesome.
a little older, but I bet your son's having a lot of fun through this.
Oh yeah, Jackson. He came to practice today, so he's a 3-year-old. He came to practice. He was fun. He loves being around the boys. And then we had team dinner, and so just loves. I had that opportunity with my dad to be around growing up and follow him around from football to wrestling to everything that he did, and so it's a special opportunity. And then we have a 1-month-old that kind of right here in the middle of the season, Henry. So we've got our 2 boys, and it's been a crazy end of the season. A lot of sleep, not much sleep happening with the playoffs and a newborn, but we're here. We've made it, and we're looking forward to it.
Jack, you better put an NIL deal together for Jackson, because he can already throw it at 3 years old, and by the time then you're going to be in 5A, and so you won't be playing against him. You better get him on your team.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm still coaching when he's in high school, then something's gone off.
I got it, Ryan. I got to give a shout out from Jason, from Coach Sternberger. Jason Sternberger.
Okay, very nice.
He's watching, and he told me, he said, you are a tough ass kid, and I think that's okay that we say that. So on this show, it's a football show.
Tell him thank you. Tell him said hi.
You bet.
Hey, Ryan, I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Can't wait for the game.
Yes,
Best
sir.
of luck.
Thanks for having us.
Good luck, Coach.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you.
There's some wars going on right now.
High noon. Yeah, we got some great games.
We've got just so you guys know, if we want to peek in at some of these games, we do have Coach Manuel, state champion, Coach Manuel.
I think I don't know about you, but Mark and I owe him an apology.
Well, no, hold on. Let's bring him in. Hey, Gary.
You want to bring him in? Hold on. I'll bring him in. Hold on. This is a perfect segue. Okay, you guys got some explaining to do to Coach
Gary,
Manuel.
did you watch the Squirtle Pick'em show?
No, sir, I did not.
Then we don't need to talk about it. So, congratulations
trust
on a
me,
great performance.
I heard about it. Okay. I have people that tell me about it, but I don't pay attention to that stuff. The game's still got to be played.
Well, you guys definitely played it really well. Congratulations. I mean, that's one of the better 8-man games I've seen played from one side. You guys executed really, really well. So congratulations on bringing a gold ball back to Sealing.
Thanks, Shaq. I appreciate that. Kids played really well.
Gary, I mean, I know that there was a little issue before half and maybe a turnover or something like that, but that the best you played all year? Because I agree with Shaq. I mean, I thought that just man, you just asked me who's the best player on Sealing's team. Obviously, there are a few that stood out. Tillery had a great game, but everybody played well. Everybody.
Well, I thought, kind of once we started the playoffs, we were still a little banged up, but I thought our kids was really starting to hit their stride when we started the playoffs, and I could see over the last couple of weeks we were getting better and better. My quarterback was getting more confident in what we were doing and really had a good grasp of what was going on in our offense. And I felt like defensively, we were playing pretty well. We were tackling well and doing all those things.
I tell you what, I was impressed. I mean, obviously you guys scored 60 points, and I don't care if you're playing 6-man or 12-man. That's not easy to do. But I thought your secondary played extremely well. I mean, I know Walika completed some balls, but I don't remember anybody on Walika's team ever being open. I thought you guys covered as well as you could yesterday, and it was impressive to watch for sure.
Well, we knew going into that game that if we had a really, really weak spot on our team was in our secondary, just because of an 8-man, you can put guys on islands, you can get one-on-one coverage, and we knew we had to do some things, kind of cover some guys up a little bit, and we were still a little banged up in the secondary. And I thought our kids did a really good job of executing what we wanted them to do.
No, for sure. You guys did a great job. Hey, Gary, I asked Coach Dunn this at Carl Albert. I think you guys are fall in line with this. We say it all the time around here that when we're not fortunate enough to get to play ceiling in basketball and things like that, but winning's a big deal in ceiling, isn't it? I mean,
winning is a
winning
big
every
deal.
day. Doesn't matter the sport. Doesn't matter if it's academic bowl. Doesn't matter if it's ACT scores. If it's football, winning's a big deal. So, just talk a little bit about that, if you would. I mean, what that mindset that rolls through the school and the community and town up there.
Well, our kids, when I took over, we didn't always expect to win in football, and that was one of the things that I wanted to change mentality for our kids, especially for our boys. I thought our girls has always had the mentality. They always expected to win when they stepped on the field or on the court. I didn't think our boys always had that mentality when I took over, and that was one of the things that we tried to instill in our kids. And we've had some great runs in boys basketball. We've had runs in baseball. I mean, our kids have done a really good job, and I think that's been the biggest thing is our kids' mindsets, changing the mindset to get to where the girls are at, because everybody was kind of envy of the girls, because they were winning, doing all these good things, and the boys was never getting over the hump, and we finally done that in football.
Did you do anything to celebrate?
Yeah, I stayed up way too late last night, Mark. Didn't function real well today.
They made you come to school?
No, I did not make her.
Okay.
I kind of stayed home. I called my boss this morning, told him I wasn't feeling well, and I kind of stayed around the house all day.
That's not a bad way to celebrate.
Well, it was cold yesterday. I'm sure you caught something. Being out there.
It was nice. It was actually nice. When we first started, I thought it was a little chilly. I thought when I come in pregame, I was got to put some more clothes on, and then I don't know, I got a little excited, and I stayed fairly warm though.
Yeah, I mean, he's used to the wind blowing out there in ceiling. I mean, when it blows, it's always cold for probably 7 months. But that last touchdown pass to Baker, I know he works really, really hard for you on defense, does a lot of unsung things. Was that kind of a special message to let him walk it off?
Well, those guys is on me over there on the sideline. Coach, just throw the ball right here. Let's just get the game over with. And I was like, well, I didn't really want to. And Baker was like, Coach, throw it to me. I was like, okay, all right, we'll run it. And he told me he was not going down. He was getting in the end zone regardless. That's what he told me.
Coach, how cool was it? I know you got to win a state championship with your son, but how was it? I saw your son was on the sideline helping you guys. I'm guessing. I mean, I would assume he's going to go into the coaching field too as well. But how was that having him there on the sideline helping you guys? And I know he had an incredible prep career and is playing collegiately now. But was that a cool experience for you?
It was a really cool experience. I think he brings calmness to me, and not only to me but to our players. Because when he talks, they listen. But man, yesterday was truly a special day because, the senior class, most of those kids, I've had them since they were third and fourth graders when I started third and fourth grade football here. So I've coached these kids since they were little, and yesterday was truly, truly special.
That's phenomenal. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to give you credit too for the uniforms because those numbers are so big that an old guy up in the broadcast booth can see them. So I mean, didn't have a miss a whole lot other than the ones that were tied up. I mean, that was a little tough sometimes to figure out who was 30 and who was 80, but I got it, I think, before the game was over.
Yeah, we got those uniforms from BSN, and we have 3 different sets, and we kind of mix and match them, and that was the uniform that we won our last state championship in, and that's the one the kids chose to wear yesterday.
I can respect the uniform combinations. That's good stuff.
Well, instead of apologizing to you, Shaq and I are going to take credit for motivating your team, and so we're going to also share in the state championship. But plus, you've never won one that I haven't called, so you're welcome.
Well, that's a good thing. Well, thanks, Mark. It was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun, and it was just really, I was going into that game. I just didn't know. I didn't know if we could stop them. I'll be real honest with you. I mean,
Yeah,
I
you
thought
had
they
me
were
faked
so-
out on Tuesday. I talked to you on Tuesday, and I was not picking up a confident vibe from you. Not a 16 to 12 vibe, not at all.
Well, I had been at practice, and I see what practice looked like, and I was a little concerned. I didn't know if we could even slow them down offensively, and I thought, if we can limit their chunk plays, we can have a chance in the fourth quarter. And I thought we did a really good job of putting pressure on the quarterback and the secondary guys keeping the ball in front of them. But early in the week, boy, I'm telling you, I didn't have a lot of confidence at all. I was a little disappointed.
Well, the scoreboard tells the story because it's a very good football team you guys played on Thursday, and so we don't have to tell you how well that you guys played. I mean, that was an incredible game. So, look forward to seeing you soon, Gary. Thanks for your time, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Get
Thank
some
you,
rest,
guys.
and then do some more celebrating.
All right, see you guys.
See you, Gary.
That was not the voice of a team that won by 48 points.
No, Gary's got to relax, man. You won. Take a day and then get mad again because Tuesday's practice wasn't any good.
Hey, just real quick, I didn't mention it while he was on, but man, shout out to obviously Ceiling. They do everything first class, but their live streaming platform, they just joined us here recently this year, and honestly, they were already doing a great job before they utilized our services, but we're really thankful to have them in our network. Eric over there, Mr. Barnett, the superintendent's there at Ceiling too as well. Fantastic. Student-led, kids are running production. I know I was at the game, did a cool shot of one of their camera people during the game.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We're going to talk to Dewar here in a second. They're another Squirtle Network school. They are very committed to their live streaming. They show up to everything. The people that broadcast the events do a fantastic job. The thing that I thought was really cool that Ceiling did, and shout out to K101. K101 is a big radio station in Northwest Oklahoma, and it's been around for a long time. And I thought it was really cool that K101 kind of joined up with Ceiling Wildcats TV. And they put on a great production. I'll be honest with you, nowadays, I do not find myself a lot of times listening to radio broadcasts anymore. But I was tuned in. No, not yours. I'm talking about game broadcast.
Oh, okay. Understandable. Okay.
Anyway, and they did a fantastic job. And like I said, we're going to have Dewar on here next. They do a great job too as well. So shout out to them. You guys ready?
Radio doesn't need any more nails in the coffin. So
I did not mean it. I meant broadcasting games.
Before you bring Dewar on, did anybody listen to the Welcome to the Weekend this morning with the morning animals?
I did.
So good,
I did, and I sent them a text, and I just offered them I can't say because it's a sensitive topic at the station, but it was very well done.
It was solid, and probably got it's probably going to come back to haunt him at some point.
Jim is in. He's in the Bahamas, so yeah. He is not aware. But that's a perfect segue to bringing in Dewar.
It is
with the quarterback named after Traber.
Look at that. That's legit.
What's up, Dewar?
What up? How's it going?
So
hey guys, man, it's looking good.
Put the gold ball on the table. Put it in front of you.
Yeah, let's bring it up there. Let's showcase it. Come on.
Put it out there in the front. I mean, that's what it's all about, right?
Where's the other two gold balls from the last 5 years?
Yeah, put it right there.
There we go. I like that.
Yeah, that's way better.
I don't think that there was a script for that game yesterday. I mean, losing Peyton, I know, is a tough blow for you guys, but you were able to overcome that. And I know both offenses are capable of putting up a ton of points, but there were no points in the second half. So you guys are a well-rounded team that can play on both sides of the ball. I was very impressed.
Yeah, it was definitely not the way I thought it was going to go. I didn't think it would be necessarily a shootout, but I thought it would be a typical mid-range, 8-man game, 30 to 20 something or whatever. But I was just really proud of our team, and defensively just kind of bend but don't break.
Yeah, it's I think defense at 8-man football gets a bad rap sometimes, and people say you can't do it, but you guys definitely definitely shown that you can play defense, especially in the biggest game on the biggest stage. I mean, to hold them to 6 points was pretty impressive. So hats off to your kids for executing that game plan. So who do we have with you?
So to my left here, we got Braylon Lewis. On the other end, I've got JoJo Waters. And then the guy that turned into a legend overnight is Traber Jones right here next to me.
How did he get the nickname T-Money, or did you just come up with that yesterday?
That's his – I think I've heard – but honestly, I heard his little sister yelling at a basketball game last year or something, and then I noticed that, his family calls him T-Money, and, it's just – it was kind of an endearing term, especially when he held it down for us last night.
Traber, tell us the story. How did that nickname come about? And are you a fan of listening to Jim Traber in Oklahoma City?
Yes, that's how I got my name. My dad loves the sports animal. That's how they came up with it. And I don't know how I got the nickname T-Money. It's just always kind of been my nickname. That's what my family's always called me.
Shaping the minds.
I've been around your dad a few times and met him. He's a good man. So we're gonna make an interview happen. I did text Jim last night at the game, and he was very proud of you. I can tell you that he was fired up that there was someone with his name there. So we're gonna make that happen. But,
okay, that's awesome.
Hey, Braylon, I love what you had to say about your mom and your relationship yesterday in the post game. Yesterday, I thought that was a very, very special moment. So tell us here, everybody on the show tonight, what she's meant to you and your development as an athlete.
Honestly, my mom's been there every step of the way. I mean, ever since I've wanted to play football, she was like, "Well, I'll get you signed up." And I mean, she's brought me to practice when I couldn't drive from maybe third grade all the way to my beginning of my junior year. So I just hats off to her. I couldn't do nothing without her.
That's
JoJo,
awesome.
I got a question, Shaq, and I'll let you go here for a second. But, man, you ran a ton. I mean, you probably ran 50 miles yesterday in motion. You guys running that option. Do you ever get tired? I mean, do you say, hey, give me the ball this time,
Yeah, sometimes I'll go in the huddle. I'll tell staff to draw me something up, but usually I just keep running back and forth.
You like playing offense or defense
always
better?
Got me running motion.
Yeah. Do you like offense or defense better?
I like offense. That catch I had last night was pretty hype. Everybody got me hype after that.
I agree. That was awesome.
So, Coach, this your first year to be a head coach?
Yes, sir. I've been a head baseball coach for a lot of years, but this was my first year being a head football coach.
Well, just look at the bar you set. You can't ever not win it now, right?
I was telling them last night I was just going to resign and just say I've won every one I've ever coached in.
Yeah, hit the high note and walk away, right? That's showmanship is what they call that, I think.
He had, when he was a baseball coach, he had plenty of time to think about being a football coach and winning a state championship with all that idle time out there. But
yeah.
Well, hey, congratulations, man. That's pretty incredible. The first year you're a head coach, you win a state championship. So that's really cool. And you guys seem. I've watched Dewar from afar for a while. We used to play him way back in the day, probably before any of those kids that are sitting up there were even born. But we had some wars with Dewar back in the old 8-man days. But I've always been impressed with how you guys run your program there, and it looks like you're just keeping the train on the tracks. And
yes, sir.
I'd venture to say if you decide that this isn't your last year to do it, then you'll probably have a chance to put a few more of those footballs in front of you.
Yeah, it's just a testament to our program and our coaching staff and our players. I have the title, but it's about our whole program and just everybody having those expectations. I do have a Cashin story that I remember that when everybody's talking is I remember.
Love this.
I was coaching at Wetumpka one time, and you guys rolled in, and I remember that on film I had saw where you guys were typically pretty nice to lesser opponents, and so I was kind of like, yeah, he's gonna get up on us, and then we're going to be able to just kind of play through the football game. Well, you guys roll in there, and unfortunately, you guys had a JV game the night before, and so none of your JV guys were suited up. So we just got all your varsity guys for about as long as we could handle them, and it wasn't very fun.
Well, full disclosure, that had been discussed before that game. We'd actually played 2 JV games that week because somebody, I can't remember who it was trying to start football, so we played them on a Thursday night. But no, I mean we didn't really have an opportunity to pull off very much, but it was definitely a less than ideal way to probably go about doing that. But
Yes, sir.
What was the restaurant across the field, across the street from the field in Wetumpka, right across Highway 9?
There's like an Alley's or Ollie's or something like that. I can't remember.
I called a game there in like 1996. It was a playoff game between Tonkawa and Wetumpka. That was an 11-man game. Yeah, that's they've got a great little stadium right there right on the highway. But how's Peyton doing?
He was supposed to be getting some imaging tonight, maybe, I think, and maybe an appointment Monday or something. But he's supposed to be finding out something here pretty soon. We're just praying for the best for him.
Yeah, give he and Josh the best from all of us, for sure. I mean, that was definitely tough to see. How have you guys celebrated?
Sleep, I think, is how I did.
I was asleep mainly all day today. Probably from 9. I took probably about 3 naps all day long.
They didn't make you guys go to school, did they?
Yeah.
Oh no, there was no way I was going to school.
Okay.
Even if we had school, I wasn't going. I would have took an absence.
That's awesome. Well, good for. I guess it helps if the superintendent's one of your assistant coaches. You can probably make some easy decisions about school getting canceled.
Oh yeah.
We were pushing our luck on Wednesday at practice. I told him he better go and check the roads about 4:30 so we could see about being at school Thursday. We ended up with a delayed start, but we was giving him a hard time about it.
That's good stuff. Well, guys, congratulations. I mean, winning state titles never easy, so soak it in as much as you can and really enjoy it. Happy for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate you guys.
See you, Matt.
See you.
I mean,
that was a crazy game, man. No points in the second half. I mean,
no. Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, in an 8-man game, that's hard to do.
You guys want
to two really good teams.
You guys want to check some scores, and then we're going to bring the state champion head coach of the Ryan Cowboys in right after that. So you guys want to do that? Or, like Shaq mentioned, there are some great games going on right now.
The Pawhuska Rejoice game is insane. It's insane. It's 35-34. They just neither one of them can stop the other one.
Wow. Pawhuska Pecola 17-12. Tonkawa Pecola 17-12. 9:32 to go in the fourth. And Tonkawa's got it on their own 20. Tuttle by 7 over Broken Bow, 35-28. Looks like Elgin has kind of put away Cushing there, 42-6 in the third. What do we got in? I know Stroud and Adair are in a good way.
Right up, 28 all in the fourth. Vian beats Davis 21-0. That game's over.
We'll have an East Side final there with Vian earning some revenge against Davis, who beat them last year in the championship game. Washington on top of OCS 34-20 and Jones 42, Marlowe 21.
And 3A scores real quick. Sulphur 35, Perkins 8, Lincoln Christian 21, Heritage Hall 7.
We got an absolute shootout in A2 right now. Fairland 38, Tallahena 34. We talked about those two quarterbacks in that game. Looks like both of them are having some success. That one's in the third quarter. It looks like Homony's going to advance over Allen, so Hominy could be a rematch there between Hominy and Fairland.
Looks like it. Do you guys want to bring in Coach Tomberlin from Ryan?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can. I've been flawless on my my insertions. I think is what you call that. I don't know what those are called.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, that's big time. I mean, what's the pulse in Ryan right now? It's got to be.
Well, it's
crazy.
It's pretty crazy. We just got in town about 30 minutes ago, I guess, and they told us to bring the bus to Main Street, and we got onto Main Street, and my goodness, it looked like I don't even know how to explain it. It's the biggest thing happened on Main Street in Ryan in a long time. I can promise you. There was a lot of people down there.
That's awesome, Coach. Well, congratulations. I know that's it's been a long time coming in Ryan. So really cool for your school and your community. I know that I mean there's a whole bunch of people that are going to wake up with their chest stuck out a little bit farther than normal tomorrow in Ryan. So that's cool. I'm happy for you for sure.
Yeah, that's we don't need to tell you this, but that when you haven't won one ever, and to bring the first one, there's never one going to be like that, no matter how many come after it. And so, I hope you guys get to celebrate and live it up. But man, your quarterback, holy cow! I was working a little bit today, but I did catch some of the broadcast and watch what Noah Torres was doing and some of the moves he made and the speed that he has. Man, that's impressive.
Yeah, he's pretty special. It's while you guys were talking, I just got the updated stats from our stat guy, and he had 38 rushes for 391. I think he had six or seven touchdowns.
I think he had 7.
Was it 7?
7, yeah.
He's pretty special, and his type of kid. He's a hard worker, always in the weight room, always doing things. He's a good team leader. And, just so proud of him, and I can't say enough about him, and he's one of those type of kids. I told, I don't know, 2 or 3 guys after the game today, they were asking me about him, and it's 4th and 8 there in the 4th quarter, and we called timeout and trying to figure out what I need to do. And he just looked, he said, "Put the ball in my hands, coach." He said, "I'll go get the first down." And, he kind of countered to the right and went left and scored a touchdown. I said, "Well, I guess that's how you do it." It makes a pretty easy call right there.
Oh, that was an unbelievable play. I mean, that really was. He faked out the entire defense. I mean, that was, yeah. I would trust him. I would trust him. I feel pretty good about that.
Yep.
What was this year like leading up to that? I mean, you guys have been building on this for the last couple of years, and it's been a process to finally get here to the championship game and not only just get there, but to win it.
Well, going into the season, we had all coaches kind of have that feeling of, hey, this could be it. This could be the year. The only issue that I was seeing going into the season was that we had to play our district schedule was rough. We had to go to Tipton. We had to go to Mountain View, and we had to play at Geary. And I thought, wow, how are we, are we going to be able to win all 3 of those games, knowing that they're going to be, extremely tough football games. We were able to beat Mountain View and Geary, pretty handily. And then, had a battle with Tipton, that first game with them at Tipton. And so just, kind of in our district and, in our district, we know that, our best spots to finish are 1st and 3rd. Second, like last year, you have to go to you have to go to either to Medford. You get past Medford, you're probably going to have Timberlake in the semis. So, 1st or 3rd in our district is kind of that spot. You don't necessarily want to finish 3rd, but you just know that is, that's kind of the one place that you could be that may make a run. And, when we beat Tipton, we thought, gosh, guys, we got an opportunity now. We go win district, and we finished 1st in our district. We really got a shot. And, the guys knew it. There wasn't any question as far as what they, what was in their mind, on our mind. And, just going forward, I mean, we felt like we had a good chance. We had to finish. We had to finish it.
Well, you certainly did that for sure. I think you guys put an exclamation mark on the term finish.
Well, it was tough, and props to Medford. My goodness, they played so tough. We knew it was going. I mean, they're so athletic. Their quarterback is extremely talented, and he's just a sophomore. You know, we played them last year in the quarters up at Medford, and they were extremely young. Lost some linemen, but all their skill kids were coming back, and so you know we knew it was going to be a dogfight. I mean, we just knew that's what it was going to be like.
Coach, I've got to give I know you know this about your community, but I got to give your community a big time shout out. We're blessed to be able to do a lot of shows and be able to cover schools all across Oklahoma. And obviously, you know, we can't be everywhere all the time, you know, and we obviously try to do as much as we can to support as many schools across Oklahoma. But man, the feedback we've gotten from and positive feedback from your community and your kids, us just talking about them on our shows. Obviously, we had Chris Elrick, a former Ryan Cowboy,
Sure.
who's been on a handful of our shows, and so I think he got the community a little energized. But
yeah, he did.
I was telling our guys we have a lot of people that help us on our shows, and a couple of the Pick'em shows we did a couple of weeks ago is probably some of the best engagement we've ever had was from the Ryan community. It was uber positive, and so
that's awesome.
Kudos to your town, and obviously you can tell they're really fired up about what you guys have going on.
Yeah, and they really are. I mean, the community is, guys. I've been here 18 years, or not. This is my 19th year at Ryan. I was assistant coach under Stan Muggenberg for several years, and took over 8 years ago as head coach. I thought Ryan would be a place that I would go to for a couple of years and then, you know, move on to somewhere bigger, better, whatever. I've never had a reason to leave. This community is just so awesome. The parent support with our kids in school, with our athletes, it's just I can't describe it. I mean, it's just something that's kind of unique with this place, and it's so close knit. You know, it's a pretty cool place. I mean, be honest with you, it is. And you know, they show up to anything we do. It don't matter if we're having a trophy auction for FFA or if we're having, you know, whatever it may be. We're going to have a lot of people show up. They really support these kids around here.
Can we get some good catfish down there?
Sure. You can go to Bill's. You can go to Bill's at there west of Waurika or just south of here at Doug's Peach Orchard in Terrell. They've got some really good catfish down there, but their steak fingers are something that you need to try.
Steak fingers, I love them.
Yes.
Chicken fried steak that's easy to eat.
Yeah.
Bill's Fish House also has the hush puppies that are tubular hush puppies. Shaq, do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Those are really good. I haven't seen that on a Squirtle food blog yet, but those are
If
really
you guys have never been to Doug's Peach Orchard in Terrell, you need to go. You need to venture that way at some point.
I definitely everything about that sounds incredible.
That's on my list right there.
Mark,
They've got the best tartar sauce you will ever eat in your life. I can promise you.
Mark, we may have to make a trip to Ryan next year. What's your best home game next year?
Best home game?
Yeah, you got Tipton at home next year?
We don't know yet. You know, we haven't started any. We won't know anything until January as far as our districts. And
Coach, I think you'll be lucky. Try February probably.
Try February if we're lucky. Yeah, they're saying January. It may be February. They're looking at maybe trying to send us east. But I do know that we'll either be playing either Velma here, possibly non-district, Central, and Surreal. You know, so we'll have one of those three here probably for non-district.
Hey, I just pulled up this peach orchard place, and I'm telling you what, I mean, that looks unbelievably good.
Yeah, it's a nice place. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
Somebody let him sneak a Coors Light into one of these pictures, so I don't know about that.
Well, it's an old bar. And they've still got the old bar inside of it that you can sit at. It's pretty neat.
Coconut cream pie, $3.50.
Yeah,
I swear to you, on my word, that I will be at Doug's Peach Orchard sometime in the next year.
Well, call me up and I'll meet you there.
Okay, we're going. We'll celebrate the state championship with you.
Sounds good.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Coach.
Thanks for
All right,
joining us.
appreciate you guys. Everything you've done this year. It's been awesome.
You bet.
He's going to have to stretch out after that bus ride today. He's been on that bus for a long time. He needs to celebrate. I cannot do the tartar sauce. Can't do it.
Really?
No,
It's
got pickles and mayonnaise in it, and no, I can't do it, man.
What do you put on catfish? Ketchup?
I mean, lemon or nothing or ketchup. Yeah, I know ketchup probably not the right thing to do, but
I don't mind it on catfish. But a good tartar sauce is pretty solid. But I
The
do like
Bucks.
mayonnaise and pickles.
The Bucks are pulling away.
hey, hold on just a second. I gotta let the cat in. Okay, you guys mind?
No,
Give me
go
a
ahead.
second. All right.
Shaq, are you have Rejoice and Pahuska over there? Because it looks like
Yeah,
Rejoice
there's been-
just scored again.
Yeah, it looked like so. But Rejoice scored, then Pahuska ran the kickoff back, and then Rejoice threw one up in the end zone, not to the kid going to OU, whose name I can't pronounce.
Zizi Okafuizi.
But it looked like Pahuska picked it off, and then it was kind of a scrum, and the refs threw up the touchdown sign. So I don't know. I don't know what happened there. So it's 42-34, and Pahuska's got it back.
Are they moving the ball, or they just get it back?
They just kind of got it back. I can't tell what the down distance is, but they're on like the 25. I mean, they got a ways to go.
Yeah.
How much time is left in that one?
I don't know. That's not on the stream.
25
not a lot of information outside of just the game happening.
25-20 in the 6A Division II championship. Choctaw has just scored, and then now they've got the ball back.
Hey guys, I just got a coach. Or Chris Wolfong was supposed to join us, but he's having some internet problems. He's actually come in queue a few times, but he wanted to share with me that he met a guy today from Ryan. He was born and raised there. He drove 3 days through 3 snowstorms to get to the game.
Nice. That's
I mean, how awesome is that?
That's some passion.
Do he live in Antarctica? I mean, how did it take him that long? Where is he from?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to say not California.
That's dedication.
Just judging by the
my mind is
fact
blown.
from Ryan.
My mind is blown by this Doug's Peach Orchard place.
We got to go.
Can't believe I've never heard of this.
We got to go. I've only actually driven through Ryan one time, I think.
Did he say it's in Terrell, Texas? Is that right, Mark?
Terrell, Oklahoma. It's on this side of the border.
Oh, Terrell, Oklahoma. Okay, that's right down on the border, right?
Yeah. Yes.
That place is not afraid to get hit by a supercell or a mesocyclone. They get more severe thunderstorms down there than like anywhere.
1948, this place opened up.
Unreal.
I bet it's legit.
It says travelok.com, known for their, quote, world famous tartar sauce, end quote.
I mean, if it's $3.50 for coconut cream pie, you could just take a 20 in and just see what happens. Just
8
lay
air
it on the bar.
scores. 8 air scores, 34-28. 8 air.
Over Stroud.
Over Stroud, yep. Shout out Tonkawa on their sweet scoreboard graphic. That's pretty sweet.
Is the Tallahena game on NFHS? Does anybody know?
It should be, right?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Looks like Tonkawa's about to score again.
Tonkawa's really opening it up here.
I'm telling you, boys, the Bucks they're good.
For real, I would agree.
I'm probably going to pick them to win it.
That'd be a good game.
Plus, he's got a 4th down coming up.
Pahuska does. Where are they at, Shaq?
30. Their own 38. There must not be a lot of time because Heno just called a timeout. Who's going to win the 6A game?
Looks like
Choctaw just got the ball back, down 5.
Oh, really? Wonder how much time's left in that.
Hold on, I can tell you. I've got it.
While you're pulling it up, I just need to shout out.
Too many devices open. I think I may have closed my window on an NFHS to check out the Doug's Peach Orchard.
That's worth it.
Hold on. No, I got it. We got a replay here. 25-20. Yellow Jackets ball, 1st and 10 on their own 22, 4:19 to go.
Oh, plenty of time.
According to Squirtle, there's a minute left in the Husker game.
I'm late too. I've got a little delay on the from where the game is because I've got a couple buddies of mine there texting me.
Oh no!
What happened?
Husker went for it on 4th and 1, and he broke it and was about to go down the sideline, fumbled. Rejoice recovered.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know that he was going to score, but he was going to make it really interesting.
Choctaw, man, they've had a million lives in some of these games. They've had some amazing comebacks.
Mark, look at those fries.
I saw those, dude. I mean, those are yes.
They look like Joe's fries.
Yeah, I may need a road trip over Christmas break.
Hey, what I was going to say a minute ago, shout out Bobby Schote and his media class, Tonkawa Buccaneers, their student media class. This broadcast is fantastic. They got the little Buccaneer TV logo up in the right-hand corner. Big time stuff coming from a student-led broadcast, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Tonkawa had the car and fully engaged, going up and down the sidelines there in Catoosa.
Hey, did you guys see what Tonkawa does before their players run out? The native deal?
Yeah, I did see that. That's cool.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, way cool.
That is a friend of mine's son.
No, really?
Yeah. I thought that was great. Love the Tonkawa tribe. Russell Martin, the chief of the Tonkawa tribe there. They do a lot of great things for the community. And so that was fantastic.
Looks like Tonkawa 4th and 7 doesn't look like they're going to get it. Oh, they called him down.
I don't know about that.
Sand Springs has scored, so they are up 11 with the extra point coming up.
How did they score? Didn't Choctaw just have the ball?
Well, I just saw Choctaw throw an incomplete pass on 3rd and 21.
Gotcha.
They forced a punt, and then Choctaw scored a touchdown the first play after the punt.
Stroud scores again, 34 all.
Wow. I watched a little bit of the Stroud game earlier.
The Squirtle god, Corey Rodgers, just messaged me that.
I like it.
2:22 left in that one. Mark, your cat is out of control tonight.
Cat cannot decide if it wants to be in or out. I don't know what's going on with the cat. Now it wants back out. Okay.
Oh,
Go
what happened here? Something happened. The lights, did they fumble or?
Well, it's 31-12. What was the score?
It was 31-12 before, I think. I guess we could rewind it. I have that ability. I forgot. Hold on one second. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Rejoice just got a first down. This one, unfortunately for the Huskies, I think is all but decided.
Choctaw brought a blitz, handoff to the running back, 42 yards, touchdown. 32-20, 3:09 to go.
Okay, so here's the replay. I started this thing over, so.
Oh, I bet did they fumble?
Yeah, they fumbled. And the lights went out. And they scored. Tonkawa scored. This is getting out of control.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the Stroud game. A lot of commercials.
Oh, that's good.
34-34. Stroud's about to kick off.
Okay, let me see if I can pull up the Fairland game on NFHS.
BT said he couldn't find it on NFHS.
Fairland and Chelsea, August 30th, 2025.
Yeah, I think Chelsea has a network. I wonder if there wasn't anybody that actually streamed it, because that's what happened in this game, in this Tonkawa, the Cola game. They weren't able to get a crew there, so that's why Tonkawa was able to stream.
Where was the Tallahena Fairland game? Glenpool? Did I dream that?
I think that's right, isn't it? You remember, Mark? Hold on, I can tell you.
Choctaw is just scored. Don't ever count them out.
Tallahena and Fairland was at Beggs, which Beggs actually has the Squirtle network.
No, they're not.
You and I called the. No, you did not call a game there with me last year, Coach Kerr.
You did. I wasn't there. Yes.
Stop talking.
What's the Choctaw Sand Springs score?
Well, it's 32-26. Choctaws going for the conversion. Still 3 minutes left.
Oh, yeah.
32-27, 2:45 to go.
Plenty of time. Adair's got a third down.
How much time's there, Shaq?
1:38 is what it says on the bottom. I don't know if I'm behind or not. So big third down here. Have to punt it away. I think Tonkawa's got this one wrapped up. Tallahena pulled ahead 40-38.
40-38 now?
Yep. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, there are some great games going on.
Tuttle's pulling away from Broken Bow.
Ponca City's got a great stadium.
Yeah.
Solon Stadium there. Boys, I blistered the track for a 56-second quarter to win the county 400 meters my freshman year.
Yes. Is there video anywhere? Mom video?
Hey,
No.
Mark, were you an arm pumper, like a real over-exaggerated arm pumper?
Dude, I was doing everything I could to try to make these legs move fast. Yeah, I mean, ugly face and everything, right? You know, they tell you, hey, run relaxed. No, I couldn't do that. So there wasn't a lot of competition in K County that year. Ponca City was not allowed to participate. It was just Perry, Tonkawa, Blackwell, Newkirk.
That's probably good.
It was good for me. I mean,
well, yeah. I mean, good for you.
Right. I've been running against like Tink Collins and Meat Shaw. I would not have had the gold medal.
No, probably not.
Oh, almost a pick again.
2 plays, 52 yards for Choctaw. Took him 15 seconds.
That's wild.
And Green, he had an amazing finish to the run. He caught the ball about the 15-yard line. Dejon Green, D1 guy, showing why he's a D1 guy. Got into the end zone.
Adair is down to the 40-yard line. 36 seconds left.
Tie game?
Tie game. Wonder if they got a kicker.
I'm going to guess no.
Tonkwall kid made a kick. Did you see that? It had to be like 40 yards.
That kid can kick it, obviously, as you can tell. In our game that Tom and I called, he drilled one from, I'd say, mid-30s just before the half against Pahuska.
So, Mark, you call these NFHS games. Did you guys ever turn the camera around on yourself during the call?
No, we haven't had anybody clamoring for that.
Well, apparently there is some in the Adair Stroud game.
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure who the two guys are that are calling it, but you could see them there during the timeout.
That means probably I'd have to dress up a little more nicely. Are we doing a pick'em show on Monday night?
Yeah.
Boys, I'll be coming to you live from Channel 5.
Nice.
We'll get Damon Lane to hop in there and make some predictions for us.
Yeah,
we'll get a weather forecast from him for the weekend. It looks like the weather's going to be pretty good next weekend. And
so are you doing the sports?
Yes, I got to fill in between 6 and 10. I've got to fill 3 minutes and 25 seconds between both sportscasts.
Surely you can pull that off.
Either Hannah or Keating had to go someplace. So
you're next up when that happens.
I'm like the guy that comes in when the game is 20 to 3, and they go to the bullpen for a position player to pitch.
Bringing in the big guns.
Hey, there's chunking it in the end zone, incomplete. No, Ponca City's fields, it's way nice. They're even their locker rooms and everything, or at least the home. We weren't in the visitor side, but the home setup's pretty good there.
Yeah, visitor side not as good, but still old, kind of an old stadium right in the middle of town, right close to the high school.
What's the update on Sand Springs game?
Okay, go back there. 2nd and 4 for the Sandites, 2:37 to go. Timeout.
Oh, Adair broke it down to the 20, 19 seconds left.
What a game.
I thought he was going to score there for a minute.
Man, the pressure really ramps up on you trying to stop these, late game situations.
Oh yeah. We can't get an update on the Tallahena game. Surely, I mean, it's been 2 minutes left for 10 minutes. We had a score confirmed at 9:38.
40 to 38. I wonder if there's anybody there.
Unfortunately, I don't know a whole lot of people in either Tallahena or Fairland. Unless JR made the trip. Isn't there somebody else? Who did we say the other day was from Fairland? Somebody from Sealing or something?
One of my high school coaches left to go coach there as a head coach, Mark Gibson. And he was JR's coach.
Overtime in the Stroud Adair game.
See, I'm behind. Still 3 seconds left. You ruined it for me.
Sorry.
They're trying to field goal, as a matter of fact. He must miss.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Well, don't mean to ruin it for you, but they miss it.
Yeah. Number 69 in for the attempt. I'm way behind because they're calling a timeout now. I mean, what are we doing?
Sand Springs just picked up a first down with 1:45 to go on a 3rd and 2.
What's the timeout situation?
I think we're about to get into victory formation here. Now, who is streaming the who are the broadcasters of the Stroud Adair game?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Those two guys.
Shaq.
I don't know. I don't have the volume on.
It's a final 32-27. Sand Springs is a state champion for the first time since 1966.
Nice.
Awesome.
Good for Coach Klink.
Coach Klink does a great job.
No, he really does. He's great. 46-40, Fairland. There can't be much time left.
Since 1966.
Yes.
Trying to get an update. I mean, that's got to be close to a final, doesn't it? In Tallahena, Fairland.
I think it's not been in the fourth quarter that long. I mean, I think they're just putting points up.
Well, it said 2 minutes to go earlier, but that doesn't mean anything.
Hominy beat Fairland 36-20 on October 16th in Fairland.
So apparently, famous Will Amos is at the game. He said it's 46-40 Fairland with 1 minute left. So the Golden Tigers are going to have a chance.
Famous Will Amos. He could go.
Emporia State legend.
Oh, yeah. Afton Eagle legend.
Yep.
He rushed for over 1,800 yards in the playoffs his senior year.
That's not bad.
No, not bad. 5 games, 1,800 yards.
Can we tell anything by comparative scores in Class A Division I?
I mean,
Pecola Tonkawa.
I'm just saying if you look at the margin of victory for Tonkawa over Pawhuska, you look at the margin of victory in the Pecola Rejoice game, and like Shaq said earlier, based on the offensive and defensive lines, an area where Tonkawa is pretty strong, that's going to be maybe a tough matchup for Rejoice.
Yeah, I think it's, if you can deal with number 4 for Rejoice, then I think you got a pretty good shot. But he's a lot to deal with. But yeah, I think it'll be a Rejoice Tonkawa will be a great football game. Overtime in high school is pretty wild. I mean, first and goal from the 10.
We kind of take the element of field goal kicking out of it. I mean, not a lot of teams settle for it. Do you like it, Shaq? Should we see something different?
No, I like it. I mean, I think it. You're gonna definitely get a winner pretty fast. I think. And it doesn't really happen all that often. Not that overtimes happen in other levels very often, but yeah, I do. I mean, I've coached for 25 years in one way, shape, or form, and I mean, I've been involved in 3 overtime games. So
really, that's all?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't, and 2 of them were this year. It just doesn't happen all that much.
Well, you can say something that nobody else can. Is that one of them was in 2 different stadiums?
Adair scores. You can see that.
Man, I'm like 10 minutes behind on the stream.
I've been behind all night too. We need better.
They're doing the coin toss.
Shaq, it's Squirtle. There's a person there live scoring the game.
I know, but still, I mean, How are we this far behind? Any update from Tallahena? Nothing. Fourth quarter. I need to see if we can get an update from. I'm got a guy in between me and Will Amos. So,
I was going to say this to open up the show tonight. I was watching some of the different Squirtle basketball games and the different gyms, which is pretty cool because I have not been to near as many gyms as I have football stadiums. But the gym in Clinton deserves special accommodation. I mean, it is with all of the arena seating, auditorium seating that's built around the basketball court.
Yeah,
right
no, it's
below there,
cool.
kind of built down. That is fantastic. Clinton, you got a kick-ass gym. I'm just going to say that.
Oh, the Tornado Dome. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never been to a basketball game there, but I've been to a wrestling tournament. It was cool. Hey, where did you eat last? Did you go to one of the Mexican places last night, Mark?
I did not. I was by myself, and so I just went to got a slice of pizza, and I then followed it up with another slice of pizza tonight from Joe's.
Nice.
So, now, I thought you and Hardaway had told me another Mexican place because we've got a Hidalgo's in Norman or more.
That Los Arcos is pretty good. I
Okay.
kind of went blank last night when you texted me. I don't remember what I was doing, but it kind of caught me off guard. But
I'll check it. I'll check it out.
I don't venture to Edmond near as much as I used to.
We're gonna have some guests, by the way.
Am I looking at a Squirtle score earlier? That is the Chisholm Kingfisher girls basketball game. That's 40-2.
Yes, that's accurate.
Oh boy,
I saw Chisholm's girls live and in person on Tuesday, and I can say that's probably accurate. Tallahena scored 47-46.
What a
seconds left.
How much?
24 seconds left.
What a game.
Yeah, too bad no one in the state can watch it unless you're there.
We would have streamed it.
What are we doing?
And you said it's at Beggs?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have streaming.
Beggs got a nice football field. And they got an old school gym.
Yeah. Don't they have one of those like FEMA domes in Beggs? Kind of like Hennessy?
I think so.
Like a
yeah.
Roundhouse?
Yeah.
Who's going to join us? Who we got coming up?
Well, let's see. Chris Elric is going to join us at the conclusion of the Stroud Adair game because he's there watching. It looks like the Tonkawa Buccaneers may join us. They've been pretty good about coming on the show.
Adair just now scored.
Again?
No, for the first time in overtime.
No, they scored a long time ago. Hate to break it to you.
Yeah, why am I watching?
Oh, Adair 42, Stroud 40. Hopefully I wonder if that's probably not a final. So it looks like Adair scored, got the 2-point conversion. Let's see.
I can tell you if they get a 2-point conversion, they're doing it right now.
The Stroud? No, I know Adair did.
Well, yeah, they didn't at first, but the Stroud kid tackled the Adair quarterback by his face mask. So they're going to get another shot at it.
Yeah.
About ripped his head off. The Cats got him a big hoops win tonight.
Took down the other Cats?
Yep, took down the alma mater. But this Tallahena game's got to be final, doesn't it?
You would think so.
I mean, what a game. I'm going to have Kelly send it to me.
What about this Adair Stroud game? I mean, 42-40 in OT.
Have we asked Chris? Is it over?
I'm getting ready to text him.
Can we FaceTime something? Yeah, I got. Let's see if it's a final.
Final, Adair 42, Stroud 40.
Oh, heartbreaker.
Man, that is. These last two games have been as good as any. Back and forth.
Yeah. I mean, we just can't get a final. And it still says a minute left on the Squirtle deal. Come on. We need the Tigers First Baptist Church pastor to update us. I mean, he was all over it.
Shaq, you want to, or Mark, you want to run back through the scores just real quick?
Sure, I'll do that. Let's see here.
Final. Tallahena over Fairland.
There you go. Shaq, can you get Tallahena's coach on?
Right now?
Yeah, after the game.
I mean, we might want to give him a minute, but yeah,
we might want to give him a minute. I've been hearing about how great of an interview he is. So
I promise you, the post-game speech will be awesome. It'll be on TikTok too. I mean, he's kind of TikTok famous.
Can you message him? See if he'll come on?
What is do we know Kelly's handle on TikTok?
No, but I bet if you it's not him. It's like whoever films him all the time. I bet you can just search Tallahena football and it'll pop up.
Okay. Here we go.
There he is. He's great.
Right now, from the very first play to the very last play, man, it's a heavyweight fight. Okay, you got to play with extreme eye control, be super disciplined. Always, you got to be the most physical team out there, man. When it's over, and you'll win a football game. If you do that, exactly what we've done to this point, you're going to win a
Follow.
football game. Okay?
I never played with eye control. That's part of the problem. Nobody ever told me to do that. Class 4A, Tuttle beats Broken Bow 49-28, but that is the best game that the Tigers of Tuttle have been given all year long. So they will advance to the championship rematch of a year ago against Elgin. Number 1, number 2 team. They've been different in different polls, but they've been both 1 and 2 all season long. That's going to be a great one. It will be the finale next Saturday night. Should be awesome. Class 3A, got to give it up to, I think, both teams, Heritage Hall and Perkins in defeat. And we got another rematch in Class 3A with Lincoln and Sulphur. Number 1, number 2, all season long. So that one should be worth the wait again to see that there. 2-1, it was Jones 48, Marlowe 21, Washington 41, OCS 20. So the state championship game will be Jones versus Washington. Washington was number 1, had that long winning streak coming into the season. Jones took their place the week after they lost to Sulphur. So those two teams have been 1 and 2 the entire year in Class 2A Division 1. 2A2, we just talked about having this great game. Adair wins 42-40 over Stroud in Ponca City. Coach Ellerick will join us and will give us the description of what happened there. That was the site of that great Muskogee Deer Creek game a couple of years ago in Class 6A Division 2 that came down to a 2-point conversion there, I think, in the west end zone of Sullen Stadium. Vian 21, Davis 20. So it's Adair and Vian. That's another number 1 versus number 2 matchup in Class 2A Division 2. Class A Division 1, another number 1 versus number 2. Rejoice Christian holds off Pahuska 42-34 in a great ball game. And the Tonkawa Buccaneers handled Pecola 37-12. They played some really good football. They only lost to Stroud this season. Tallahena over Fairland 47-46. So the Golden Tigers go back to the state championship game where they will face the Hominy Bucks. 44-21 winners over Allen, Hominy number 4, Tallahena number 1 coming in. Of course, we had 2 state championships handed out today, and it's been a long time coming for each of these teams. The Ryan Cowboys win it 60-30 over Medford, their first state championship. Thanks to Coach Tomberlin for coming on the show tonight after that long bus ride home, which I'm sure was a little less long after the victory. And then 6A Division 2, Sand Springs Sandites. We had them number 1 going into the playoffs. They win it 32-27 over Choctaw, and Bobby Klink celebrates the first state championship there. The banks of the Arkansas River since 1966. And we got 2 good ones coming up tomorrow.
The banks of the Arkansas River. Well said, Mark. That was
there's 2 banks. There's one on each side. I think we could just say the bank. It's got to be the banks.
It was well placed.
Have you ever driven in on Highway 51 from Stillwater into Tulsa? And it's pretty scenic right there.
Yeah, it is.
Going through Manford.
Yeah.
How about this? Courtesy of I Was at the Game. Brad Beller, 200th career win tonight.
Nice. Good for Brad.
Shout out Chris Wilfong, and I was at the game. He's always at the game, literally.
Is that 200 at Washington, or is that that does include the wins? I think that's both, because I talked to him earlier in the year.
Yeah, it's career win.
Yeah.
Yep. Career win 200.
Stroud fumbled the snap on their 2-point conversion.
Did they really?
I mean, he picked it up, but it wouldn't. I mean, at that point, it was
a lot of pressure. A lot of pressure late in those games.
Yeah.
Big win tonight for Washington. My car is currently parked at Hunter Shepard's house after a tire malfunction last night in Purcell.
So what, did you have to Uber home?
Katie came and picked me up. That was very nice of her.
Helper.
Yeah.
You could have called Al. He could have
quality assistant. If not, I'd have been booked up with Hunter last night. And I learned a lot about what's going on around the state. I would have learned a lot.
Yeah.
Man, this has been a great night. It's been a great night of games.
Yeah, it really has been. So next week, do we have that schedule, Mark, of when all those games will be next week?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. We want to go through that.
The Class A will be on Thursday, both Class A games. Shaq, do you know which one is which?
It's A2 and then A1, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. A2 is at noon, and then A1 is at 7. Then it's Class 2A on Friday.
Is it the same 2A2 than 2A1?
I'm close here. Okay, yeah. It's Division 2 and Class A on Thursday at noon. Division 1, Class A at 7. Friday, 2A2 at noon, 2A1 at 7. And then Saturday, Class 3A at noon and Class 4A at 7. So I'll have both of those games. Todd Lisenby and I will be on the call on Saturday at noon and 7. Can't wait for that. Those will be fantastic games.
Collegiately, who is winning that Tulane North Texas game? It was close earlier on.
It is not close now. 31-13 Tulane on top.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's on behind you, or it was.
I know. I haven't turned around. I'm trying to make sure this production quality is going good, Shaq.
You're doing a great job. So I guess that means the Pokes get their coach on tomorrow.
Well, they're getting him. They were already getting him on Monday anyway. If they would have won, he was still coming up for a press conference. James Madison won over Troy 31-14, so they are in position to make the college football playoff.
Nice.
If Duke beats Virginia.
We have Coach Harmon. Do you want to go to Coach Harmon, Mark?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. We will bring Coach Harmon. Trent, what up?
What's up, guys? How are you?
What's up? Congratulations.
Thank you. I can't believe these kids here. It's amazing.
Yeah, no.
Go ahead, Shaq.
No, they played really well tonight. You guys have been playing really well the last 2 games for sure. Defensively, I think you guys are as good as you need to be to go win a state championship. And offensively, you guys have been playing really well the last couple of weeks. So, kind of like not last week, but the last time you played, kind of started to dominate in the second half. Why do you think what changed? What changed from first half, second half?
I give it credit to just how physical these dudes play. I think we wear on people in the second half every week. And we settled down a little bit. I'll give Cole credit. They went to some empty sets that were giving us some fits early. Again, once we got settled down, though, the physicality came in, and then our O-line took over like we were hoping. We started running the rock. So just physicality. As long as we're playing physical, I like it.
Yeah, I would too.
What kind of crowd you have tonight?
I can't believe this place, dude. Tonkwall takes football serious here. So, hey, I appreciate you guys. We're going to load on the bus. These dudes got one thing.
Congrats. That's awesome.
That's good stuff.
That's a good point, Shaq, on talking about what those guys have done in the second half. Like, they got pushed by Minko early, and then this game was kind of going back and forth, and it was 10-6, and Pecola had the ball. It looked like they might be able to take the lead, but then Tonkawa had that explosion in the third quarter where they just put it away really, really fast. So should be a good one. Rejoice with the defending state championship coming in. I think that might be a different favorite in the championship game.
Yeah, I mean, after watching them a couple of weeks ago, I hadn't really watched any Rejoice until I watched them when I was watching the Pecola game. Don't get me wrong, they're really, really good. But they didn't look like the same team they had last year, especially up front. And when you've got freaks, it doesn't really matter sometimes. But, I think Coach Dunn talked about this earlier. I mean, and so did Coach Blankenship. A lot of times in these big games, it comes down to who can block and who can tackle and who can run the football. And Tonkwall is just really physical. I mean, I haven't watched them live this year, but just watching them on film and then just watching them, on Squirtle, they just fly around the football, and they put 11 guys on the defensive side of the ball that do not mind sticking their face on your face, and that matters a lot. That's hard to do in high school football. I'm just going to be honest. Find 11 kids that'll do that, and they've figured that part out. So, I think they're bringing another gold ball back to K County. They're in K County, right?
K County. Compton, Nero, and ZZ Oklahoma Louise are they're going to be tough to stop. I mean, they can keep anybody in a game. I think for Tonkawa, they have to sustain their drives and do what they've kind of done all year. Because you saw the explosiveness of Rejoice tonight in that game against Pawhuska. I mean, just when they were threatened, they were able to come right back and score.
Yeah, there were 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns and a punt return down to like the 5 between both teams tonight. So special teams were big tonight. But I think Tonkwall's they don't have the same kind of athletes, but they've got enough athletes that I think they can match up with Rejoice as well as anybody in Class A can. So I think you combine that with just like Coach Harmon said, just how physical they are up front. I think it'll prove to be the difference. Now, that being said, Coach Marley does a great job, and he'll have a plan, and it'll probably be one heck of a football game.
I have been able to see Tonkawa in person. Every bit of what Shaq is saying is accurate. Seeing him in person, the biggest thing I came away with was just control on both sides of the line of scrimmage. They're very sound, like Shaq said, defensively. They're very multiple defensively. They bring a lot of different kinds of pressures, and they can do that because the back end of their D-line's great. Big kids up front that can move, and then their secondary and their linebackers are all like clones of each other. They're all like 6 foot to 6'2", 175 to 185 pounds, and they can move all over the place. And when you're playing the level of athlete that Rejoice is going to put out there, because Rejoice is, as we know, has not only 2 of the best athletes in 2 of the best athletes in the state, and 2 of the best athletes in the nation. I mean, quite frankly, playing on that team. And if you're going to be able to somehow find a way to beat them, you're going to have to be able to match them somewhat athletically. I would also say I've seen Rejoice just bits and pieces of them this year. Mark and I saw them last year against Fairview. and I just thought they overwhelmed Fairview. And obviously, when Bernard got hurt, it made it super difficult for Fairview to have a chance in that game. But I would agree. I think this is a game that if Tonkawa can control the trenches and can be the more physical team, and then can limit the big plays, that I think you could see Tonkawa winning it. I could also see Rejoice winning it, just because, like Shaq always says, and all of us say, teams with the best players, a lot of times that's a good recipe for a victory, especially, state championship type games. Usually the teams with the best players wins. But I think, man, it's going to be an absolute classic state championship.
Matter. Can Sulphur pull off the unthinkable?
Coach Cole was pretty confident last week that he thought that they could. And Heritage Hall gave Lincoln at least a contest tonight. And I didn't think, we also talked with Brett Bogert, and he seemed pretty confident, and rightly so, that they were going to show up, because they've gone up against Lincoln Christian more than their fair share and held their own. So that's going to be a good game. I would say yes, they can. I'm looking forward to seeing Maddox Mobley and just seeing what kind of player he is.
Are you calling that one?
Yes. Yeah.
What other game do you have, Mark, next?
I have got both the Class A's and then the 3A, 4A.
Nice.
Well, you better study up on TikTok this week. You'll have some questions for Coach Travis. I texted him earlier. I got nothing back. So my guess is
he's still celebrating.
He probably didn't have his phone out on the field.
Okay, I told you guys a little bit earlier tonight that my first cousin's son was going up against Frisco Lone Star tonight. Frisco won it 58-38. That score corrected because it keeps going back and forth. I'm on Dave Campbell's website. It was they had it one time at 59-58, but it was 58-38 the final.
Good grief. Have you guys ever been down to the state championships week in Texas?
I've watched them all on the Fox Sports channels.
You haven't been live?
I've not been live, no.
You need to go. I haven't been. I want to go. I thought about doing it this year. I want to go watch like the Thursday, Friday morning games. I've been down to the Friday night, Saturday, watch the big schools, but I want to go down and watch the small 11-man, the 2A, 3A games. I think that'd be really cool. It's a wild scene, though. I mean, they pack them in down there.
Aledo, they played that game tonight at the Star, so the winner of it gets Aledo, who beat Denton Ryan tonight.
Aledo typically puts out a decent team.
Shaq. Oh man. Got a shout out from Becca at Vipe. What's up, Becca?
Where's saw Becca on Thursday. She was out there with Rod delivering the programs. It was pretty cold. It was pretty cold when they showed up.
Yeah, that noon game was kind of chilly at first.
I wonder if Rebecca was at the game in Bristow tonight.
Who played in Bristow?
Lincoln and
Heritage Hall.
Heritage Hall.
There is a great, I can't remember the name of it, but there's a great hamburger place almost right across the road from the football stadium in Bristow.
Convenience store?
No, it's like, it looks like one of those, like old timey, like it's got a bar with, like 12 stools in it and then like, 7 or 8 booths. It's cheaper if you pay with cash. It's legit. I need to
Okay,
ask,
I got some stats from WashingtonWarriors.tv, TJ Scholes. Washington ran for 400 yards tonight, 190 from Javian Hall, and 177 from Josiah Dickerson.
It's not bad.
Those are two really good running backs, man.
Yeah, I guess that's not quite 400, but you know what I mean. It rounds up to it.
Well, the quarterback carried any?
Yeah, good point. He probably could have. He's pretty decent too.
But it's an incredible combination between Hall and Dickerson. Dickerson is not big, but man, can he move, and has got just electricity and juice. And then Hall is a big kind of strider of a running back that is difficult to tackle. So Washington's got a little bit of everything.
It's called the Anchor, is what Coach Brandon Barnett, let me know.
Okay.
The one in Bristow?
Yep, the Anchor. He said the hamburgers are massive.
Yeah, they're way good. I stopped there last year on our way to somewhere to basketball. Where did we play area at last year? Somewhere Old Mulgee or something like that?
Yeah, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think Chris is getting ready to come on. I think he would be somebody that would be a great conversation to talk about that game. It'd be cool if we could get Will Amos on.
I don't have his number.
Yeah, I don't either.
The Anchor is they got burgers and fries a little bit like the Peach Orchard.
Oh, it's legit. It's way good.
Places now, this says that they've got malts and shakes.
Mm-hmm.
Do all places now have malts and shakes? I've never been able to really tell much of a difference between a malt and shake. They're both really good, so it doesn't matter.
You can't taste the malt when they put it in there?
No, not really. I just taste the ice cream.
Yeah, no, they advertise it like it's, there's like a sign when you're walking in that says that they have both.
I mean, if there's anybody out there, for one, our coverage of the sports tonight was top notch. The coaches, I mean, it's awesome that these coaches always jump on. They give us their time, but the food tonight, of all of our recap shows, tonight has been the night where we've taken the food up a notch. Would you guys agree with that? We started with the Flamingo and Swisher's Adventures. That was an early comment. The Peach Orchard got brought up. Help me out from here. I mean, the Anchor,
Flamingo.
Yep. I feel like there was another one. I just sent you both famous Will Amos's number. So
see if we can get him on the show. Is he coaching somewhere now?
I think so. I think he was at Wyandotte at one point. I don't know. Let me find out.
This hot dog at the Anchor does not look as good as some of the other stuff in there.
You got to go burger. I mean, don't stray away from what, the reason you're going.
Right. Okay, I got that place. Get that place put on the list also.
Yeah, it's legit. I've actually been twice. Sometimes when I go to Tulsa, I like to take the back roads. We happened by it. He's at J. Will is.
Now I just saw a big. We don't have to ask him all these hard hitting questions, but I just saw a big brouhaha on Facebook that Jay has canceled the series with Grove, and it's been going on for 100 years, and they're not going to play next year.
Yeah, I saw that too. I didn't take a deep dive into it other than because that could have been a rabbit hole. There was like 700 comments or something. But
I read most of them, and most of them were wondering how one person can make that decision.
Yes, there's some definite ill will towards a few people in J right now.
I do believe that one person can make that decision, right?
They can. Yep. It always stops with one person.
Yeah.
That person can generally make whatever decision they want.
The coach, the AD, or the superintendent, all three are capable of making that decision. Just have to convince the others.
Yeah.
But that's a shame. I mean, I know that's I love the historic rivalries. That's one of the oldest in the state. It's too bad that that's coming to an end. But we've seen a lot of great rivalries come to an end based on the difference in population and enrollment. And I don't, some of them are hanging in there. Shaq, there's a few rivalries that are still taking place between a Class A school and a Class 3A or Class 4A school. The Hominy Cleveland rivalry is that way. There are a few others, but man, I mean, if you're a smaller community, to just see that rival just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, it's tough to maintain competitiveness.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's going to happen to us at some point. We're going to get to the point where probably we're a little bit too big that Crescent's probably going to say it doesn't really make a lot of sense for us to play you, which will be a shame, but I'll understand if I'm still around here. But, I'm hoping because we've gotten a little bit bigger, we might lose that one, but I think we can get Hennessy and Kingfisher to, we've played Hennessy the last 2 years, hoping we can start one with Kingfisher. And if that's the case, I mean, that'll probably last definitely as long as I plan on being around here, or as they're planning on having me around here. But that'll be a cool one. So,
yeah.
What is Grove's 5A, aren't they?
Grove is 4A, but they're at the top of the list. I mean, they're pretty close to the bottom. I mean, they have been 5A.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of get it, but the Cleveland Hominy one's pretty wild. I mean, they were playing when Cleveland was 4A, weren't they? Weren't they still playing?
Yeah. There's not many 4A games. There's one other one, I think, if I'd have to think about it.
Doesn't Marlowe somebody pretty big?
Marlowe Chickasha, but that's a 2A, 4A right now.
Yeah.
But that in time had been a 5A, 2A matchup. It is cool for some of the schools that have played each other year in, year out, like Sand Springs and Sapulpa, one of the oldest rivalries in Oklahoma. The two schools have basically stayed the same size all the way through. Eufaula, Chakotah, another one.
Yeah.
Schools have stayed the same size.
Yeah, there's a lot of those out there in the Panhandle that lost. When some of those schools went 8-man, some of them stayed 11-man.
Yep.
Like Hooker. I mean, they don't have anybody. I mean, every school out there that they probably played forever is 8-man now.
That's true.
What's Chris doing? Driving?
I have no idea. That's his phone lost service all of a sudden.
Where were they at? No, they weren't Bags.
Ponca.
I think we don't need Chris. We're going to be able to get 8-air on. How about that? I'll just bypass him.
Yeah. Cut out the middleman.
Yep. Cut out the middleman. It looks like Sweatfigure is going to help me get radio on. So
great.
Give me 5 minutes.
What? So. Brady's not the oldest. Isn't there another one older than him?
I think you're right.
Because we went up there and played like in 2009, 10. I can't remember. Yale dropped us, and I needed a game, and somehow 8-air was open. So we went one time to 8-air. It was 0-0 going in the fourth quarter, and I think they suited up 65, and we suited up 25. It was 21 rip at the end of the game, but it was cool. And there was a Bradbury playing quarterback, and I think he was his older brother.
What year was this shot?
I mean, you're making me think, and I'm old. It would have been like, I think it was 2010. I'm probably getting the text right now that's telling me. 2011. B.J. Bradbury was the quarterback. Yeah, 2011.
Nick Friesen seconds the best burger in Enid as the Flamingo. Nick, great job with the Enid News and Eagle, also Northwest Oklahoma Sports podcast. I would happen to agree with him.
Oh, it's way good. Aren't they on like their third different owner since the original?
I do. Well, the original was there for a long time, and then I think they went through 2 different owners, but it's still really good. They've obviously been able to keep the same recipe. They kind of like try to change the menu up like a little bit, and then which I don't think was necessarily a bad thing. I think they just put too many options on there, and then they kind of have gone back to the original menu, but they have a few more sides now. So
I don't remember the chili cheese tater tot being an option last time.
Yeah, I don't think they were. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they added like tots and stuff. You used to be able to get chili cheese nachos, which you still can.
Oh yeah,
like those are awesome. But yeah, the tots and some of the sides are recent additions.
What about the pickled egg?
Oh yeah, I get a pickled egg every time with hot sauce, salt and pepper. You got to.
And so you're saying the burgers have some kind of special seasoning on them? I mean, that there's a recipe, or I mean, it's not.
There's the flat top that's been there for 45 years.
That's all you need.
Same flat top.
Yeah, same flat. They kept the same flat top.
That's why they taste the same. I'm telling you. I mean, Mark, you've had one, right?
No.
Oh my, that's blasphemy.
No, I know. I have not.
I mean, you need to go tomorrow. I know he's not playing. Well, I mean, what
I'm
else
telling you, the Flamingo Burger is so good.
Meet Adam, make him buy you lunch.
All right, looks like we got Chris Elrick. You guys want to go to Chris?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Coach Elrick.
What's up?
Are you driving, or did you make your boy drive?
No, make Carrie drive.
Yeah, good.
She loves driving at night and weird places she's never been, so this should be a good adventure.
Help her.
Yes.
So what
happened? What happened in that game tonight? Was it back and forth, and how does it look?
It was all that plus a bag of chips. It was a really, really good high school football game. Two, I guess, diametrically opposed offenses, but man, 22 kids on the field laying it on the line every single snap. I mean, a lot of guts, a lot of heart, and I know somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose, but it was it was a really good high school football game. Adair gets a pick six the last play of the first half and goes 99 with it. Which was a huge momentum play. I think that put Adair back up 16-14. Stroud was trying to punch it in and go up 2 scores. Pick last play of the first half. They house it. But then Stroud gets the first series, gets the kickoff for the second half, goes on a drive, a short drive, broke a long run, goes down and scores. Stroud ends up being up a couple touchdowns. Adair comes back, takes the lead late in the fourth, and goes up 6. Stroud gets it with about 3 minutes. Late in the fourth, just miss on a couple big plays and end up with a 4th and 8 from probably the 25, 30, and go reverse pass, pitch it back to the quarterback. The kid that started the reverse wheels down the sideline, touchdown. Had a chance to tie it up with the PAT. Something funky happened, missed the PAT, goes overtime. Adair scores, gets the 2 point. Stroud scores, gets tackled, no 2 point, ball game.
What a game! We were following it. What a game!
It was a lot. It was active, to say the least. Just real quick, just because I'm close to a lot of these kids. First of all, I thought Stroud's coaches, both sidelines, well coached, hard fought. Coach Presley called a heck of a game on offense. But man, Tristan Baker at linebacker and running back for Stroud, he's as good of an inside linebacker in high school football at this level as you'll see. Jacob Beck played his tail off, playing safety and running back. The Jerry Jones, a quarterback outside linebacker, had a heck of a game. He's a good quarterback, but man, to line up against Adair and play 9-tech and quarterback, I mean, you just see that in high school football. So tip of the hat to him too. And really all the kids on both sides. It was just a really good football game.
Are all those kids you named seniors?
Yes. All those guys are the receiver for now the receiver, the Aiden Collie kid's 13. He's a junior. And kind of a weird thing for Stroud, they started 2 freshmen tonight. So, that, and I thought those kids held their ground and did a really good job. But yeah, that's probably good news for you that 4 and 5 and 22 and 11 are graduating.
Yeah, that's good news for us. So did you go to the Ryan game today?
Ryan Cowboys, let's go. Number 1 in the bank. They're going to go on a run now. You better watch out. They got the first one out of the way.
Yeah, Chris got photo creds with Squirtle. He's becoming a full-time employee for Squirtle. I was harassing him the
I'm
whole
waiting
time.
on my first check to hit I'll send you my Cash App. No, that was a lot of fun. I actually got the opportunity to talk to the team before the game, and then for the game, I went up and stood with a bunch of old Ryan guys up in the stands, and we yelled cool stuff like "get him" and "tackle" and "hit somebody." It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, you guys got to get in.
No, you do. No, the Ryan game was good. And I talked to some of you guys during the game through text, but the quarterback for Ryan he's a really good player. He had to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 400 yards rushing today.
391.
391 and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. That's a decent outing. Good for him. I think I had 391 in my 4 years of football. So
38 carries. But hey, Chris, thanks for joining, man. Have a safe trip back and enjoy the day.
Hey, I appreciate it. You guys be good. We'll see you.
See you.
All right. Very good. We got the
Brady
Adair Warriors head coach with us.
There he is.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
We got you, Brady, man.
Oh,
Congratulations. What a game. Are your nerves, are you calm enough yet to be able to talk to us?
Oh, no. I'm still in shock. Still in shock. It was awesome. It was a battle tonight.
No, I was watching it or trying to watch it, and I was behind, so Adam kept ruining everything that was about to happen for me. But first overtime game for you as a coach?
Yes.
So
yes, it is. Yep, it was.
So they won the toss, went on defense. So you scored and went for 2. Did you think about kicking an extra point?
No, we went for 2 all night. We tried to kick a field goal to win it, but we missed it. So that kind of told me we need to go for 2.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Well, congratulations, man. That was
those police are going down to the Fox.
Yeah, come to get us.
So how long has it been since Adair's been in the finals?
2015, 10 years ago, actually. So Coach Lippy and them, good team.
Well, that's awesome. Well, congratulations on making it back. And
No,
I told somebody else this, so I'm going to tell you the same thing, and you can take it or leave it. But take some time next week for yourself when you're out there before the game. Just 2 minutes by yourself, get away from everybody, and just soak it in, because you never know if you're going to be back. And even if you do, there's nothing like the first time you get to go. So
absolutely,
so make sure you do that. You'll appreciate it at some point in your life.
Yes, sir. Will do. I will.
Hey, Brady, before we let you go, tell us about a couple of kids on your team. I know your quarterback has been fantastic. I mean, tell us who's making a lot of plays for you guys.
Cooper McCord's our quarterback and middle linebacker. He struggled throwing it tonight, but he showed unbelievable resiliency, and he probably ran, I don't know what he ran. It had to be 35, 40 times tonight. And he found a way to get it done for us. Number 6, Ethan Stevens, our running back and corner. He did a great job on number 13 tonight. Didn't give up any big plays to number 13 from Stroud. Then we had a couple young guys play really well. We had a freshman at defensive end. Zach Wilson played his tail off tonight. And then a sophomore inside linebacker, Jacob Graves, played really well as well.
Well, you guys, it should be a great game. You guys got Vian coming up this week in the championship, and we're all looking forward to it. So we appreciate you joining us after this game, and congratulations to you guys on getting the win.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Good luck, Coach.
Good luck.
All right. Thanks, guys.
That's not a short bus ride from Ponca City to Adair.
You guys want to bring former state champion Will Amos in?
Yeah, bring him on.
I think he's on his cell phone, but he said he can hear us and he has audio. So I'm going to add him to the stage.
Will, what's up?
What's up, guys?
Not much. So tell us about Tallahena Fairland. Seemed like a wild one.
It was crazy. I mean, I feel like first off, I should shout out my little brother. You know, it's his senior year. They made it to the semis. It was fun to watch him from the time he was little till now, you know. But kind of back and forth, high-scoring game. Fairland faked a punt late in their own territory, and Tallahena kind of capitalized on it.
How about the two quarterbacks in the game, Will? Both really, really good?
I think we lost you.
Oh,
there he is.
I don't know what happened.
There he is.
Yeah. How about the two quarterbacks? Both really, really good? Jack, can you translate for me?
Will, can you hear us?
Yeah, you're back. I don't know what happened.
Tell us about the two quarterbacks. How'd they play?
Man, I got to coach the Shirts kid his sophomore year. He's unbelievably talented, and some program's going to be really lucky to have him. I had never seen the Tallahena kid, but, you know, I knew he put up a lot of numbers, and he's unreal too. So when you got two dudes like that going at each other all night, it's always fun to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was legitimately whoever gets it last gets the win kind of a thing.
Absolutely.
Fair assessment?
Yes, absolutely. I thought, you know, when Tallahena scored with 24 seconds left, I'm like, well, you know what? They've been going back and forth. 24 seconds seems like a lot of time. Thought Fairland might have another chance to go on and score.
Yeah, no, we were following along on Squirtle. It was wild. Every time I thought, well, surely that's going to be it, then there was another score. So I'm sure for both coaches and anybody directly involved in the game, it was probably a horrible situation. But for just a casual fan watching, I'm sure it was an awesome football game tonight.
It was awesome, but I mean, you could kind of tell it was just whoever got the stop. You know, I think they stopped each other twice the whole game. It was just really high-powered offenses.
Well, Will, we appreciate you coming on, man. Be careful driving back.
Well, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you
Thanks,
will.
Will.
See you.
See ya.
Got the final box here from the 6A Division II state championship game, and man, this was it was just even. When you look at some of the numbers here, Sand Springs out first down, Choctaw 16-14, 147 yards rushing to 114. Choctaw threw for 219. Sand Springs threw for 191. That makes the total offense 338 for Sand Springs, 333 for Choctaw.
Wow.
So that's about as close as you can get. Looking in here for
any turnovers.
Yeah, I was looking for turnovers. No points off turnovers for either team. One interception for Choctaw. That was one interception that was thrown by Sand Springs, picked off by Choctaw. That was it. So Easton Webb finishes his career 14 of 20, 191, 2 touchdowns. Dominic Forbes, who is a junior, will be coming back next year for Sand Springs. 6 catches, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. His touchdown totals for a career, let me look at this because I've got that written down here. The last 2 years, Dom Forbes now has 34 touchdowns receiving. And so he's got another year to go. That's pretty impressive. Titus Hawk, big-time recruit, caught a touchdown pass in the game for Choctaw. Meyer Morgan, really extremely elusive running back, ran for 66 yards and 2 scores. And Sand Springs gets it done, knocks off Choctaw, and wins the state championship. So congratulations to them. Big night from Brock Odell. He ran for a touchdown and made 13 tackles on defense. So he got his money's worth playing on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, for sure. There's been some –
Sorry, Brock Odell ran for 3 touchdowns on the night.
There's been some I mean, historic state championships this weekend. I mean, Ryan winning their first one ever. Sand Springs winning their first one since the 60s. I mean, it's pretty cool. You know, it's pretty great way to start off the first weekend of the state championships.
Well, fellas, I think if you guys are ready, I think we could probably call it a night. What do you think?
Yeah, get ready for another big day tomorrow. So it was a lot of fun. Thanks to all our guests tonight that stopped by and gave us some time. And looking forward to the games tomorrow.
Yeah, be sure to tune in NFHS. Tune into all the games. Mark is calling the Bixby Owasso game, correct, Mark?
Yeah, calling both. I'm calling
both
games
okay.
tomorrow. Yeah,
you better rest up.
I know. I probably need to get some sleep.
Get your beauty rest, Mark. Shaq and I will not be calling games tomorrow. So
no, we won't.
I may meet up with you and we can go to what was it called again? The Cotton Patch, the Peach Patch, or
down in Ryan.
Yeah.
I mean, why not? What else we doing?
Doug's Peach Orchard.
Yes,
Peach Orchard,
Doug's
yes.
Peach Orchard. Yeah.
We need to
I
get
mean,
them
there's
to
no OU
sponsor.
game. Traffic will be light going down.
Yeah. We need to get them to sponsor the Friday night recap show. Friday night recap show sponsored by
Doug's Peach Orchard.
Yeah. Well, Mark, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Thanks,
No,
Shaq.
thank you guys. It was a lot. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And so we'll have a lot to talk about in the next couple of weeks. So, boys, thanks for all the guests tonight. Thanks, Shaq. Thanks, Adam. We'll see you again soon here on another Squirtle Friday Night Recap.
Brahms is bringing the heat. Introducing Brahms new spicy chicken sandwiches. Flavor this good just can't be beat. Brahms crispy, tender, spicy chicken delivers just enough kick to ramp up our original recipe. Get it regular or club style with crispy bacon and American cheese. Add on Brahms sauce for that